Have fun.
Thank you.
Oh boy, okay. All right, everyone, welcome back to Wilting Vows, session 4.
Welcome back to Wilting Wows.
Wow.
Wow! I'm ready to wow the audience. Guys, I'm afraid. Like, I'm not afraid in terms of consequences. This is just the one that I'm like, yeah, this will probably happen near the end of the arc. But no, we're doing it now. This is gonna be good. Ow,
This is gonna be good. Ow, I already feel it. This is gonna They're gonna see. We both know what's coming. Yep. Oh boy, okay. Oh fuck. Without further ado, let's get into it. I can't wait any longer. It's just gonna keep pulling on me. Illyria!
Yes!
Deja vu, this strange dream again. You wake up.
Boy, back here.
Yep, back here. You don't quite remember when you went to sleep. All you know is that you're back here.
Does she remember going to the Beatrice's house?
Oh yeah, everything yesterday was pretty fair. I believe that. I mean, it's up to you. Did you want to come back here, or did you go back to Beatrice's house? Okay,
no. If she got a good night's sleep, that changes things.
Yeah. You slept. You did get to sleep a little bit, actually. Did you get a good night's sleep? You didn't have a lullaby this time.
No, she didn't, but do you want me to roll for it? I can roll for it.
Let's roll for it, yeah.
Okay.
Roll the die real quick, see if sleep came to you. Yeah! You know what? It did.
Fucking awesome.
You slept with the kind of, you slept the kind of sleep that one takes before a big day. The one where it kind of took a bit to get to sleep with all the thoughts in your head, but regardless, when you wake up, you feel full of energy that honestly probably shouldn't be as much as you have for how much sleep you got. But despite that, you feel it. You are there, you're ready. And as you wake up, you notice a bag sitting next to you that's not yours.
She looks down at the bag, and immediately cracks it open.
Inside, you see a little note and some items. It's a note from Horace.
Oh.
It's got its little drawn face on it, and it's just a note that says, "Here's your morning package. Hey, guess what? I talked to Beatrice. She gave you an extra potion. Don't worry about yesterday. I'll make sure things happened as they did."
Aww.
And then he gets a little winky face there. And then inside, you find 2 Omni Potions to start your day. Another flower for your hair, just like Taka gave you before.
Oh.
And yeah. And there you are.
She wakes up and tucks the flower into her hair and looks over at the door and remembers what she did yesterday. She ran. Immediately, she fucking ran.
Yeah.
Today, she's going to face down this building.
Good. Now, waking up, as you start to kind of get your steps going, and you start to kind of move a bit more, you start to then feel that creeping pain start to come back in. That same experience, as your mind drifts, your head falls to those that, rely on you, those who put their faith in you, those who you would call your patients. So roll the dice again, because we're going to go through that opening thing again. Give me a first one for Teach's stuff.
Oh boy! So is this a fast forward or me getting hit with all of these emotions at once?
At once.
Okay.
Just like it happened yesterday.
2d6 plus 6. 10!
Yeah, you're gonna take some damage again. You take 4 damage immediately as you wake up, and it doesn't hit. It hits just as hard the first time.
Okay, she winces. She was ready for this, and then everybody else.
Roll me a roll to die again.
10 again!
Wow, the same roll!
Incredible.
Roll 20. What kind of nonsense are you playing with us right now? Yeah, alright. In that case, you take 4 more damage.
Back to 12 instantly. Illyria feels that fucking wincing, burning pain. And, this is absolutely the same shit that made her run yesterday. She gets up, head already full of fog. Okay. Okay, no, I can do this. She hefts the bag and like throws it over her shoulder. She's gonna use this for extra storage space.
Sounds good. Congratulations, you got another bag, and this one's got 4 slots!
Yeah! She throws 2 of the potions in that. Oh, thank God.
Alrighty. Yeah. Omni Potion has been replaced with bag, and then immediately Omni Potions are put inside of it. Congratulations.
She puts 2 Omni Potions, the Smelephant, and the music box inside of it.
You've basically got like a shoulder sashed doctor's bag, and then another bag of pack, like a backpack. You're loaded with shit right now. As
fucking
you
fantastic. I can now carry all of the dumb shit I've picked up.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking like Death Stranding right now with all these bags around you.
She is going to start... She's going to start at the bottom and work her way up.
All right. In which case,
comes last.
Yeah. In which case, this room, laundry room, no one's in there. But this way, there is someone.
Just going to head over and check up on them.
All right. And you go up to that door. So, do you enter on inside?
I knock first.
You knock first, and of course, not really an immediate response at all.
She sighs and is going to crack the door open.
Alrighty, you crack the door open and head on inside. You immediately get a sense for it. You can feel these things now. You can immediately, you're locked into red right now, and the eyes tell you something. Well, you don't even need to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
There's a bedroom over there, and you just start walking towards it immediately.
Yep. She moves over and slowly opens the door and says, "Pardon my intrusion."
You say, as you go inside.
And there's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
Okay.
It's a door right down. Whoops. I guess that kind of okay. You could just kind of step back and go out the other way real quick. But yeah,
let's try this one. Pardon my intrusion, take 2.
You head on into the bedroom. This is someone her name, you try to piece together KJ, that was it.
Yeah.
She lays on the bed, immediately kind of just, she's not doing well. All of those same symptoms from yesterday, all hitting her at once almost.
Ooh, is she already at stage 3, more or less?
She's already at stage 3, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, Illyria sees her. Hi, I'm sorry. She thinks back. Am I allowed to say I'm sorry again? Because she waves her hand. Fuck it, I'm not gonna worry about that.
Yeah.
Because she gets caught in the mental logistics of time travel for exactly half a second, and her mind collapses. Yeah. No, that's fine, whatever. Takes a step in. She looks down. Well, your door was open, and I figured with the disease spreading within the building, I was worried about you. Can you tell me, are you feeling all right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You notice, over there at the mirror, it's been shattered, and there's slight little droplets of blood on the windows, like on the mirror itself. Due to the way she's kind of pulled the covers tight around her body, you realize that, she probably is already to the state of seeing bugs and probably punched a mirror due to that.
Did you smash the mirror because you saw bugs?
She nods her head.
Okay.
Also, I'd like you to drop out of red at this point.
Okay.
Because you're going to start doing doctoring stuff.
Actually, her immediate instinct is, she's going to act on instinct here, which is... treat the wound. Treat the wound before the sickness, because any sort of open wound at this point is her immediate concern. So she's going to...
You hop straight to instead of... go ahead and do that roll then.
She's just going to... Yeah. Okay, I'm going to assist you with your wound, and then we can start talking about your other symptoms.
She nods, and you go in and start... make a roll for me then. Nice!
Bada boom!
You start with this wound, and you kind of take it... You just gotta... Now, make me a roll to die.
Oh boy. is this against catching the plague, or is it a pain roll?
This is a pain roll.
Okay.
You're well kept on taking care of the plague right now. You know what you're doing.
Well,
all right, you know what? You go up to her side, right here.
Yeah.
And as you go there, you kind of then scoot in a little more and start treating the wound. And at some point, you say something you said multiple times. This is probably going to hurt a little bit as you try to disinfect it. And you feel that sting right back at you, and you take 2 damage.
Yeah, there it is.
But, after doing that, you treat that wound, and you feel a bit of relief kind of wash over you now that the wound is treated. They seem to be doing a little better. I'd like you to restore 1 HP.
Yay! Okay, she feels a little better after that, and then at this point, I'll drop my swing.
Yeah, as you start shifting over to start concerning yourself about doctoring.
Can I use your kitchen?
She nods her head.
She is gonna set about. She's not gonna use an Omni Potion or anything, but she's going to go about like whatever she can do. Basically, here she is going to make up some. Actually, she's gonna double check how's like she's cold, right?
Yes, she is.
I'm basically gonna go through and like make up a warm towel. Like I'm gonna make her steam to clear out the sinuses. You know, all that fun stuff.
Yes, everything. You go through and basically treat her in a very basic fashion. Just keep her doing better.
Okay, and then I'm gonna lock in a 1d. I'm gonna roll wild at this, right?
Yes.
Boop.
Oh boy. So you try to go in and just do some basic, like, helpful stuff.
I can do this. I'm helpful, yeah.
And as you do that, you notice that whatever you do, she doesn't seem to be getting warmer. She doesn't seem to be getting cleared up. This is advancing at an accelerated pace.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold on to that 1 for fun.
Nice.
She I guess she does whatever she can, and then she's gonna go, okay, I'm going to come check on you tomorrow. Just take it easy. Drink as much water as you possibly can, okay?
Okay.
Sets her up a big pitcher of water.
I will.
Here.
Oh, is it... What did I do wrong?
She, like, weakly turns around. You didn't do anything wrong. You did a good job staying in. You did... Unfortunately, sometimes this disease isn't fair. I'm really sorry.
You say that, and you feel a complicated sensation filling your heart. It feels painful, but it's also... It's so weird. You don't take damage from it, but it does hit you in a strange spot. But you are able to step out and keep going. You've got plenty more patients upstairs.
Yeah, Lyria's like, she knows she didn't do good with that one. She fucking knows.
Yeah.
She's gonna fucking drop this shit.
Yeah. But you don't have time to dawdle on your thoughts about how you did before. You have more people to treat.
Yep.
And so you move through that door and you keep going up and try to find your way to your next patient.
Now the question is, do you want to truncate this, or do you want me to go into every room?
I think I want you to go into these rooms a little bit.
Okay. I'm more than okay with that.
Yes. This is the doctoring part.
This is the doctoring part. See if I survive.
Yeah. That's kind of why, yeah. So you head on through and then find your way. The next up is Cascade, his room. And yeah, do you go through with the same routine, or do you go?
She's gonna go through with the same routine.
All right, you knock on the door, no answer, and you head on through. And again, try to find your way on over to a bedroom where you think is probably right there.
Hello? Cascade? Don't speak up too loud. She's gonna open the door and come in. Yeah. She sees all the training dummies and swords and stuff.
Yeah. He's kind of laying in the bed. Yeah, he's kind of laying in the bed. He's kind of sitting up on it. He seems to be almost fighting against sickness in terms of not in a traditional sense, but in a kind of sitting up and trying to feel fine and act fine. Hey, what's up?
Hi, sorry for coming in.
The window's up too long. Thought it was okay. I was on the second floor, but it's good.
No, you're I'm so. Oh my God. She leans down and she's gonna start to treat this guy.
Alrighty.
You know what she's gonna do first? She's going to chug one of these Omni potions to heal 6 HP so she doesn't just keel over.
Sounds good, yeah.
Let's set my swing to a 6 and give
also
this
probably
a pharmacy
good.
roll.
By drinking your Omni potion, that'll help you deal with the plague yourself, so...
Yeah, no, she chugs a fucking potion in front of this guy.
Yeah. You do so. Holy crap!
Cascade, my friend, you're gonna be fine.
You push through, and with just the basics of medicine, you really start to help him. You kind of like almost feel like, this is a big guy, he's healthy, I think I can get him back on track. And you push yourself forward with that same, almost learning exactly from the mistakes you just made. You go through and, with great precision, perform excellently with him.
She's going to actually, like, building off of this crit 20, she's gonna probably press a little bit. And, like, as she starts administering whatever, like, treatment she can, it's very basic, she starts to talk to Cascade about where he was before he came here.
Mm-hmm. And you do so, and Cascade kind of starts talking about it, and he's just like, oh, well, I was trying to start up a dojo, you know?
Oh. A dojo, okay. She's like,
yeah.
she's moving around, she's changing sheets, she's doing all that shit. Well, why the Noble District? Why pick here?
Oh, hang on.
Uh-huh.
Cascade thinks a bit. Well, I was thinking like, I don't know. I guess it's cheaper here now because of all the people moving away, but nah, but I wanted to set up like, he kind of thinks about that a bit more. Like no one's gonna come out here for a dojo.
No.
Illyria, I'd like you to push.
Oh boy, yeah, no, she's actually, you know what? She's not.
Nice. Cool.
She stops right there. He starts to realize, and she goes, That's right. No, you're absolutely correct. Because she made a promise to Horace not to wake any of the Doorwalkers during this day.
Nice. All right.
She swore that to him, and she starts to see the gears turning in Cascade's head, and she just goes, she wants to free this man. She wants to free him so bad, but then goes, yeah, why don't you tell me about it tomorrow?
Okay.
Something tells me you'll be feeling a lot better tomorrow. Just tell me whatever your plans for a dojo are. I'm actually fascinated myself. One of my instructors was actually pretty big on self-defense training, and I was curious myself. But like, look at these arms. She motions. Her arms are like stick thin.
You could bulk up easy. No worry. Yeah, sick. He kind of thinks of it. Yeah, no.
Well, if your sense of humor is recovering, then she pats him on the shoulder.
No, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Doc.
She smiles and leaves. Illyria walking into this room. Yeah. She thinks she's discovered her key to the cure.
You think you have? In fact, yeah. You actually stop a bit and you think about that for one moment. And yes, that cure. You felt yourself open the door for him and then close it right back in his face in that moment. But you found the door, and you can open it again, just like how you did with him. In that moment, you think you feel it. The way forward.
Your
gift is leveled up.
Yeah! She thinks back on this and, well, what was said yesterday? Discovering a miracle cure is one thing, being able to reproduce it is the rest.
And you've found yourself a cure, which means your class level's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Now the question is, do I level it up or do you?
Now, I was thinking, if you have a level up idea, we'll figure that out. I feel like we should wait, because I had a few ideas, but we should wait because I feel like we're going to see about that after this session. I think we'll have a stronger idea of what that means.
Yeah, that sounds very wise.
Especially because you won't be able to act on it till next session because you're going heavy on the oath that you made.
I did make a promise. I'm not going to let my boy Horace down.
Yeah, all right. You go forward then.
Cascade. That's fine. You'll be fine.
You step outside. One more spot. On this floor, at least.
Yep. Just gonna move over. And then knock. Wait for a response. Go in.
You hear a call, actually, on the other side as someone is nearby. Ms. Testado?
Yeah, is it alright if I come in?
Please come in. You notice the man you learned his name is Brand is sleeping on the couch. Well, resting on it. He doesn't look too good.
Yeah, hi, how are you feeling?
I'm not the best.
If it's alright, can I use your kitchen?
Yeah, but don't worry about me. Please go check up on Cal and Sal, please.
Cal and Sal?
You never met them, but it comes to your mind. He did say he was staying with his girlfriend and her sister.
Oh boy. She nods and respects his wishes. Just gonna move over to hopefully not a bathroom.
It's not a bathroom, you're good.
She knocks. Hello, I'm sorry, I'm coming in.
You kind of catch around the corner as you see the two laying in bed.
Oh no, not those two. Those are my favorite NPCs. She looks around.
We're gonna have to do a little more this time.
Yep. She looks around at the sad display here and just goes, oh, God, no, okay. She bucks up. Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. My name's Illyria Testudo. I'm a doctor. Is there anything that I could do to assist?
So this lady is holding her little sister a bit tight, looks up to you, and is just kind of like, Can you make the cold stop?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for damage.
yeah, roll to die for damage.
Illyria's strong!
She's fucking gripping her fist right now as you're gonna make the cold stop somehow. You're gonna try your best.
It's time for some objectivity.
You gotta lock that out for a moment.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna fucking implode.
Yeah.
She stops and leans in. Don't worry, I can make the cold stop. She's going to, she will use one of her Omni Potions to stop this sad shit from happening. Yeah. I will gladly give up one of mine to stop this.
Of course. Now, one nice thing is that, well, a dose for a kid is a lot less than a dose for, like, a full-fledged adult. You might be able to actually squeeze this out with a, if you mix up your Orange Crush with your current Omni Potion, you can get enough for both of them. That'll count as 2 Omni Potions for the 2 of them.
She's gonna hold on to that Orange Crush. She'll blow 2 Omni Potions on this. It's fine.
Sounds good. All right.
She's willing to. This is
in that case, you give one
something
Omni
touches
Potion
her
to
here.
her. Yeah, you give 1 Omni Potion to Calliope, and the other one you give half to the smaller sister, Celsi.
The dosage for this is a little high for children, so I'm gonna need you to take half of this today and half of this tomorrow, okay?
She nods her head. And you leave that extra one for there. And so, Illyria.
Yeah.
I need you to roll 2 rolls to die because your potions cause pain.
They sure do. Okay, this is for the older sister. Ow.
Ow! You feel the older sister's pain start going through you as you take 2 more damage.
Please, for the love of God, please, please. Yeah!
Oh God, that was just what you needed.
That half dose. Okay, good.
Yeah, you managed to give it to the kid and like, you fucking brace for it. You know this is gonna hurt. And when it does, you hold and you just hold on to the fact that, like, rather detachedly, this is gonna help her. This kid is not going to die. This kid is going to feel better. You know that. That's not just wishful thinking. And so, after the pain passes, you pull yourself up and prepare to walk again. Thank you.
Of course. Just doing all I can. Please take it easy. Obviously stay inside. Make sure she's all right. Slowly moves outside. Okay. Well, she walks over. I'm going to give it to you straight. I don't have very much medicine.
He kind of looks and then, like, his head drops. That's okay.
Thank you. I did whatever I could for the 2 in there.
Thank you.
She's going to try to treat him without the benefit of a potion.
Right. Roll to die.
He's a good guy. I can't stop blowing it. Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts.
Okay, yeah, she does whatever she can. Do I gotta?
You give him the same routine, and it feels awfully similar to how you felt with KJ. But in this case, there's a bit of pain, a bit of coldness, but you've been feeling that the entire time in the building. Right now, he feels happy.
Oh.
He feels grateful to you. He feels thankful for what you did. And that almost hurts more. Roll to die.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You take 1 damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And again, you prepare yourself. 2 floors done. 1 to go. 2 more patients. The one lady who's been helping you the whole time, known as Rivka, and then Teach.
Yep. I think you know which room she's going to first.
Yeah, you're going to be passing Teach's door.
Yep.
But you might as well. So you stop and head up.
Could you restart the music? For some reason it's borked for me.
Okay.
Is it working for you?
That. It's working for me, but let me restart it for you as you head up.
There it goes.
Can you hear it? All right.
Yep.
1 more floor. 1 more duty. There you go.
Okay. She comes inside and moves past Teach's door. Do I gotta roll to die passing it?
Yes!
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you're an inquisitive right now.
Yep.
If you drop your swing, you won't take damage.
She's
because the whole thing is okay. You go forward, you take 3 damage.
She passes by the door and starts clutching at the side of her head and just starts to feel the pain. I swear to God, I'm not running right now. I'll be back.
You resolve yourself with that, and you keep moving forward. You find yourself going up to this final door. And you repeat the process. You knock. Come in!
She comes in.
Hey!
She okay?
She's okay.
She looks back out the window, looks back at Rivka. Huh. You're feeling all right.
Yeah, I took the potions like you said. And keeping the mask on, all that stuff.
Okay. She stops and she thinks, and you feel fine.
Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
The rest of the apartment building is looking pretty rough.
She kind of like sits up at that. Oh shit, really?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm taking care of them.
Jeez. Do you need help?
She shakes her head. Please, just continue as you have been. She stops and thinks. Strange question.
What's up?
I'm just curious. Why did you come here to the Noble District?
Oh, why'd I come? You kind of thinks a bit. Honestly, I can't really tell you. I seem to be blanking on that.
Illyria's gonna peer closer. Has this person broken herself free?
You roll for me.
Yeah. I'm inquisitive. Let's roll versus... Oh, not one. Nice.
Boy. You're honestly stumped.
Yeah.
You don't know. Why is this lady not okay? Is she a part of the production? Did she break herself out of the door? What's going on? You don't fully know. But at the very least, you don't feel pain from her right now. She's okay. She's not stressed out. She's not feeling anything physical. Yeah, no, she seems fine.
Yeah, Illyria, at least at the moment, is genuinely, I think she's so shocked. I'm gonna drop her swing.
All right.
She's so shocked and relieved that she can't put two and two together.
Yeah, that's super fair. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to waste any more of your time then. Just, please, whatever you've been doing, keep doing it.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I'll come back to check on you tomorrow.
I don't have any more of that potion, but I'll just stick in here and not go out for today. I think I have plenty of supplies.
She smiles. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. No problem. Thank you.
She opens the door and exits and then leans back in. Seriously, thank you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Illyria wanders back. What the heck was that?
You stop. Your thoughts are just caught up on it. What? Why was she fine?
Why?
What was that?
What's different about her?
And as you move forward, you pass a boundary, I guess. Maybe it's just getting closer. And you feel yourself sitting back as you approach teacher's room.
No more delaying it, I guess. Whew, okay. She tries to psych herself up. She thinks about all the times she thought about all the daring ways she would re-enter. She'd re-enter, I guess, the normal world. Because to a certain degree, this represents that same barrier. To her, Teach was the one that resided in the normal world. She tries to steel herself, and she feels that same, sickly sensation in her chest. Can I roll against my flaw?
Yeah. Roll against your flaw.
She's gonna do it anyway, but if you want to damage me, now's your chance.
I think that does it, actually. Your flaw only really challenges you against a 10.
Okay. She manages to steel herself. No. Horace bought me this extra chance, and I moped around for an entire damn day. I'm gonna get in there. I sure as hell can't fix Teach, but I might be able to fix myself, she says, opening the door.
You open the door and take a step inside. The sun kind of pulls itself in, some of the brightness of the outside that has been in this morning and whenever you've been here. And yet, it also feels just a little bit sick. The mixing of that good morning sun and the plague itself seems to just hit you in a different way than it did in any of the other buildings. This feels like a forgotten home.
Illyria goes quiet. She doesn't do the same, greeting she did before. Moves past, runs her hand along the counter. Swallows. Has that feeling of, that split second before you take a big leap, and then she places her hand on the door. Hello, Teach. I'm coming in.
And you go inside.
She looks around. Back and forth. Over here. Opens this door, looks in. Teach?
And your heart kind of catches in that moment as she does actually appear to be in there. You notice that she's kind of... Well, she just kind of seems to be hanging over the sink a little bit. You notice that the shower has been on recently, and she seems to just got dressed, and just hung out at this spot for a bit. As you kind of walk in, and you kind of surprise her a bit as you come in.
Yeah. I'm really... Yeah, no, if you need to finish up, I'll be waiting outside.
She nods her head, and you pull yourself outside for a bit.
He's gonna sit here and wait.
All right. I want you to roll to die for me now.
Yep.
Okay, you failed. So tell me, why does this hurt?
I think it hurts because she felt the spike of anxiety first when Taka was like, yeah, I'm burying a big lady. Her mind went back to that, and she felt that growing sense of nausea and panic, and then she sees Teach, and she's not doing hot, but at least she's alive, and then she feels this wash of relief, and then all the symptoms hit her at the same time. like that armor goes down for a second, and then the disease was just waiting, and it rolls up and fucking cold cocks her in the face.
That's super fair. You take 4 damage.
That makes sense.
Because not only do you feel a few symptoms hit you, but you also just feel Teach in that moment. She is okay. Well, she's alive. To say she's okay would be incorrect. But regardless, eventually she does struggle on out and kind of close the door behind her and just kind of look at you and is like, I'm doing a lot better today.
Okay. Well, that's great.
No, except it's not.
No.
That's kind of a lie.
Yep. Oh boy. Okay.
The song's not playing. Whoa, no.
No, it's playing for me. Just refresh.
Oh. There we go, yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
No.
She motions over to the bed. Please, if you could lie down again, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah. She moves on over and gets into the bed and just kind of lays down on it. I don't feel, well, I was in bed all day yesterday. It's not as bad as that. It's doing better. To some degree, she is actually telling the truth, just a little bit. You took care of her a lot yesterday, gave her a potion, and to some degree, it seems that her symptoms have plateaued. But to say that she's doing better is also just not correct. Maybe it's just because you feel it more with this person, but it feels awful.
Okay, come on. She walks over and offers her a potion. Time for your daily medicine.
She stops a bit, nods her head a little, and reaches out and starts drinking it down a little bit. Roll to die.
Roll to die. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of that. I'm holding on to I'm holding on to
hold on to that wild. You could just choose to not roll to die against this and just take it.
No, she's been holding on to that wild since I rolled that die to walk in. So yeah, I guess that doesn't. Yeah, no, she'll drop it.
Alrighty, roll a die for me.
11.
Okay, that does it. A little bit. Does a little bit.
You know what would have been great here? Maybe a stand tall.
Maybe a stand tall. A little bit.
One.
Only take 2 damage.
Yeah, she's gonna lock in that 4. Jesus Christ.
You're at 5.
I'm at 5.
You stand. You feel the pain, the cramps, the tearing away at the stomach as you give them the potion.
Yeah.
And you take a moment to let that pain go over you. Again, trying to set up your defenses, but you feel like you can't right now. Not with her. And as that kind of goes through, you at least resolve yourself that you made it into this room. You gave her the medicine. You got through all of that, and you didn't back down. And it is at this moment where technically you could call this a job well done and walk out that door again and leave. But do you?
No, she doesn't. She thinks about it. She thinks about it really hard. Hold on.
Nice.
Okay.
Big fucking rolls.
She, in this moment, she sees Teach and she goes, I'm gonna give you a moment to let the potion settle. And, she is going to do a very human thing right now, and she was completely steeled and ready. She's going to walk outside, give Teach a moment for the potion to settle, walk back downstairs and out of the apartment, actually.
Okay.
Just to breathe.
Yeah. Let me just drag you there now.
And I would like to talk to Taka, because she knows where he's going to be.
Super fair, yeah. You stumble on outside.
And I'll minus an Omni potion. She looks back at the she looks back at all the pugs, shakes her head and shivers, and she's gonna walk right over to Taka. She knows where he's gonna be. And it's not time for him to bury that body yet, so she thinks she can save a life.
Maybe so. You head on that direction then. And you find yourself heading up to Taka again.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's put. There you go. Oops, 2. Yeah.
She
head up.
She's huffing and puffing and running. She opens the door. Right.
Take a breath, huh? Yeah.
Nah.
You take that breath. You run. You find your way going forward, and eventually, very quickly, honestly, you find your way to Taka's shop. Let me probably get back in. There we go. You stop moving in, and as you breathe again, do you take your mask off, or do you...
the air's fresh in Taka's shop. She does.
Okay, you take your mask off for a moment to replace the strong incenses and allowing yourself to breathe in the flowers. And that's when you finally get your breath. Restore 1 HP.
Yay! She yells out, "Hey Taka, you here?"
Yeah, you kind of hear, oh shit, Illyria.
Hey.
Yeah, you can come back.
What?
You can coming back.
Oh, okay. That was all like, you can come back later, asshole.
Yeah.
She opens the door and comes back.
You kind of pop in, and you notice across from you, he's eating more of those fucking sugar wafers, and he looks up and sees you. He's like, "Ooh, yikes!"
Yeah, I'm sorry. She looks down and fidgets.
I'm not one to talk. This is my pad. Welcome. Treat yourself at home.
She looks around. I can't stay long. I was actually gonna ask you for a favor.
Yeah.
There's a big lady over at the clubhouse. Could you deliver her something for me? I'd like to use the bond that I have with Taka that he can do shit for me.
Yep, and because you've leveled it up last session,
he will get it to her before she dies. Yes.
Yeah. All right. You hand over medicine. I gotta bury bodies and stuff today.
It's on the way, please. She crosses her hands.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
This is actually my last potion. She kind of taps the empty bag now.
Really?
Yeah, treating the apartment building was more difficult than I thought.
She kind of thinks about that. Okay, do you need more stuff?
She shakes her head. I've been running from something, and the easy thing to do would be to make some sort of tonic that would calm my nerves, or something to drag me out of it, but I think I want to feel the pain from this one. She
kind of raises his eyebrows at you. No, I meant, do you need more, medicine shit? For, them. Okay.
No,
He kind of looks at you. Yeah, you're real, your vibes are all over the place.
Yeah, you're telling me.
you're very warm, but,
terrified? Yeah.
Yeah, dim as hell.
Can I... She thinks back on the dim thing. No, I can't follow up now. I made a promise to Horace. Mm-hmm. She picks up she looks through the flowers and picks one up.
No. You wanna go into the other one. I have a little
These ones are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, they're super gorgeous and stuff, but I think I got some stuff you might actually like out back. He kind of points this direction.
Oh. Moves over here.
Yeah, you head up and you head to the side little room and you start to hear the buzzing of heat lamps as you open that door.
The buzz immediately sets her off.
Yeah, it does. And then you move inside and you're like, okay.
Oh, it's fine.
And you see, it's growing weed. No, it's just a lot of different herbs in here that are kind of growing. Some are just flowers that have yet to bloom. But yeah, you start looking through and you actually do find some medicinal flowers in here.
Yeah, she's going to go through and she's going to make up a bouquet.
Yeah. Nice. You, one thing is that if you want to take some of these medicinal flowers, you would technically get access to 5 potions, normal ones, but you could also mix those to make an omni potion and 2 normal potions or whatever you want to do there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can make fucking 5, blue potions if you really fucking wanted to.
You know what? That, normally I'd be like, oh, I scoff at that concept, but, she is going to make a potion of... She just said she wasn't going to face this with pharmacy, so she's going to make an Omni, and then a red and a yellow, and then mix it to make another Omni, so 2 Omnis. Drop this swing.
Sounds good. Toss 2 Omnis in your inventory there for a moment.
Okay, so I'm restocked a little bit. So I gave him 1, and then I'm down 2, so I'm at 2.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Cool, excellent. She walks back out. That was a fantastic help, Taka. Can I just grab flowers for a normal bouquet?
Yeah, sure.
I'll leave the currency on the counter.
Yeah, nice, thanks.
Thank you. She stops. No, seriously, thank you for being here.
Oh, yeah, cool. Thanks for stopping by. You've been a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it has been fun. You're pretty cool, Illyria says, pointing, and then slowly walks away.
You walk away. He smiles before you get to after you see it, basically. You don't get to see it, but he grins.
Okay. Weirdly, that calmed me down. She buys a bouquet, and a little more centered, she's gonna go back to Teach's apartment.
Alrighty.
Put that mask back on.
And you start heading out. And yeah, you go. Finding your way down. You want to cut straight there or walk?
Cut straight there.
Absolutely. Let's go. Let me bring you up and
then I'll drop that swing and you know the deal.
You
walking back in, do I gotta roll again?
So you got yourself fixed up a little bit. Oh, also you did get a little bit of restoration there. Roll 1d6 for me.
Okay.
4 health restored.
4 health restored. She's also she's about to walk in, and then she reaches into her pack and she pulls out her friend,
Her
the
friend,
Smellephant.
Smellephant.
And just takes a moment to appreciate it.
You kind of clutch the soft Smellephant and hold him close to your chest and just breathe a bit. You feel some of that sensation creeping back in, but the potion has taken effect, and 2 health restored.
Okay, back to 11. I might... Oh boy, okay, let's do this. She exhales deeply, and then she's gonna come back in.
Alright, you walk back inside then. And she's laying there still. She's got an emptied up potion sitting down right there. Hey.
I don't know if you expected to see me again today.
I mean, she kind of looks. I would understand if you couldn't, but you said you'd be back after the potion set in, so.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
She gives you a weak little smile. Yeah, you did. Thank you.
She sits down in the chair. Well, I was hoping we could, she fidgets. I was hoping we could talk about some things.
She kind of looks at you. Of course. Don't know if I've been a little worried, I guess.
Yeah, thank you, for worrying about me.
Yeah. I guess. She kind of awkwardly gets, now she's the one who kind of gets a little awkward at that for a moment.
Well, I think I'm only going to be around for another day or two. And after that time, I think things are going to get a lot better for everyone. But, I think for me, I'm not going to be around much longer. So,
Looks at that. As in...
No, I'm not, I'm not going to die or anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll be fine. I just, she thinks back on her family. She thinks about the ending of the plague. She thinks about all of it. Some trained professionals are going to... They're going to help. They're going to help in ways that I can't. But I don't think I'm going to be around to see it. So, I just, I wanted to sit and, I guess, talk to you now, before that happened, because, I've, a conversation we had the other night. I wasn't entirely truthful with you.
What do you mean?
She exhales. Do you remember a while back, you got me this book? She reaches down into her pack and pulls out the book on pomegranates.
Teacher's face kind of like... She looks at the book, and you notice a nice memory play across. You can feel it. Again, pretty much the same dream you had, except played in reverse. From a different perspective.
I'm gonna roll to die. That's gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt her when she says what's coming next. She's not taking any of those colors. She doesn't want to... Or no, she can lock... Or no, she can't lock it one in colorless. It wasn't a roll to do.
Yeah.
She winces, feeling the happy memory. Yeah, that was, it's a really nice day. It was the day that you invited me to go out into the city.
Yeah.
And, my life since then, I've been wondering what would have happened if I did. Instead of, she looks back at the door, staying behind. I kind of wonder what kind of person I'd be if I'd actually gone to the university instead of, staying at home. I've I've been, I guess, been guilty about it ever since. Like my fear held me back that day, and I've always sort of thought of myself as weaker because of it. So, living out this fantasy where I can walk around and say hi to people and get along with them and make friends has been nice in a sick way. It's, honestly, this plague, her voice starts to crack. This plague is everything I ever wanted. I wanted to be useful. I wanted to be needed by people. I wanted to be able to perform a function that no one else could. So, these last few days, I've been enjoying myself in a sick way. She looks down at her shaking hands.
You feel yourself just kind of start venting out these words, and Teacher's response internally is there's a bit of confusion. You expected that, just the way you're talking about it. Something else you feel is maybe a little unexpected, but you sense a mirrored feeling of pain, shame, guilt that seems to mirror across from you to her. Something she may not tell you, but you feel that kind of feeling mirrored by her in a way. You think you've hit on something that was been sitting in her heart for a little bit, just beyond that little bit of loneliness.
Ilaria looks at Teach, but that isn't why I had to talk to you about this. In fact, if it was that simple, I could do my job with a smile on my face, and I could enjoy how twisted a person I am, I guess. But, there's She sort of taps the side of the mask. There's something in here... There's something in here that's constantly screaming that I'm a liar, that something's wrong, and every little bit of me engaging with everyone here is false. Because, she looks back out the window, the same window that she was thrown in. I do really care about everyone I've met. Even if my motivations are selfish. But, I think the part that I'm struggling with is why I care. So far, I've been thinking of it like there are two people inside of me, and they are constantly fighting over what I should do. One of them is big and boisterous and brilliant, just like you. And the other is more reserved and insidious, like some sort of spreading incense. It's more like my grandmother. She puts up her fingers. And, Teach, I care about you a lot. But I have to face a certain reality at this point. I've predicated all of my actions around this idea. This conflict between empathy and logic. And I've sort of used you as an effigy in that regard. She looks down. The Teach I had as a mentor would listen to people, would hear them out, would borderline play their therapist. She'd care about their lives, and she would fix their souls. And the morale...
I want you to make me roll to die when you say that.
Yep.
there's a lot of no that kind of mirrors away from her heart as you say that, but it isn't enough to pull you back and you're able to keep going.
And the Morales in my head says that by engaging in the pain of others, by reveling in it, we dishonor them. We owe them the dignity of objectivity. We should help to the best of our ability with a smile, but that smile should never touch our eyes. I don't think this mindset is fair to either of you, and it's not fair to me. She puts her fingers down. Because the truth is, she tips her head to the side and kind of smiles. We didn't know each other that long.
She kind of weakly smiles. No, I guess we didn't really.
The teach in my head is so different because, well, I don't know, she shrugs.
She kind of speaks up again, interrupting you, otherwise quiet, partially just due to wanting to hear you out, and another part kind of due to just, well, the plague keeping her voice down. But she musters it to say one thing. That's partly my fault, too. I only gave you a bit of a one-sided lie to really look at. And I'm glad it helped you for some time. And I'm sorry it's all you got to see.
She shakes her head. I don't think you presented a lie. I think you fulfilled the need. Because at the end of the day, look, at this point, I've lived 25 years? And at this point, Morales has been in my life for all of that. To stop and to say that you were somehow in effigy her equal in my head was a dishonesty. Because, I think I needed the face of somebody bigger and stronger to push back against her. And I used yours.
She kind of stops a bit and just...
I think part of me, I think the only way that I can look at this that doesn't make me a living, walking contradiction is that a huge part of me does not like the idea of Morales Testudo. She kind of relaxes back in the seat. So for a while, I had to pick someone who was strong enough in my head to fight Morales, to push her back. Because I needed to wear your face as a mask. Because my own wasn't enough. Yeah, you go.
Kind of speaks up again. Yeah, I've done that before too. Made them up for myself. But it's okay if I'm glad you could use that when you had it. And Illyria, it's okay if it's time to put that mask aside too, you know. You don't gotta like that one either, or fully embrace it.
She thinks about that. I think it's because if I cast aside my mentors, what am I left with? She looks over. I'm not an interesting person. I don't have many hobbies. I don't really read for fun. I while away my life in the Testudo HQ, hoping to be useful to someone someday. And I think that is the most intoxicating part of this illusion. People treat me like I'm someone, but you cast it all aside, you cast aside the ghosts of you and Morales, and I don't think I'm really anyone. She relaxes back in the chair. I thought I could be brave because I didn't or don't really feel pain, but when it started, it hurt. It didn't reveal much deeper, it just hurt in the traditional painful way. And when things got hard, I buckled, I cried, I tried to make things make sense, and then I broke in a completely average way. She looks back over at Teach. So, I guess at the end of all of this, it feels nice to be treated like I'm somebody by all the people who are somebody. But I don't think I'm a person who was capable of taking that choice to walk through the door. I don't think I'm a person who's capable of standing on the stage. I don't think I'm a person capable of playing the doctor in this play.
Let me just make a roll to die as Teach real quick.
Nope.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah, keep going.
I think I've only been able to empathize with the other broken and empty people out here. Because, ultimately, behind this mask, taps the side of it, not much.
She kind of thinks about that a little bit. Illyria, I'm sorry you've had to go through all of that, but I'm also... She kind of thinks a little bit. I'm sorry from that empathetic kind of person that wants to be your friend. But I guess that selfish teacher side of me is smiling right now. Because I think you're learning a lot. I know, it took me a long time to even get here. And, I didn't really, feel like I was a person until I turned, 30. She kind of sits up against the bed again and kind of moves up a little bit. I wanted to be really useful for someone. And I was, for a while. And then they kind of didn't really need that help anymore. And I kind of just decided I didn't have anything else to do. Didn't really have anything else going on. I got a little angry, I guess, is what happened for me. I realized then that every step I took was a step I wasn't taking for me. And she kind of stops again, getting into this. You feel something start to drag its way up. The core of the issue beginning to resurface in this moment as something seems to pull and stab against her heart, like so many little tiny, just pricking icy needles. So I think that never stopped, actually. I think I managed to find some more stuff about myself, but I never really swapped over to stopping to trying to focus on helping people. And then when I wasn't able to anymore, I'm here now. But she kind of drifts off in that moment, not able to finish what she was trying to say, though you think you kind of feel a little bit of it just coming from her heart.
Should I roll the die?
Roll the die, yeah. Ooh, that's enough. That's a 10. You want to walk in anything swing-wise? Or do you want to go wild? Okay.
She's still, this is all of her feelings all at once.
Yeah, yeah.
She, so, yeah, she hears Teach say that. But, I guess you could say, I looked up to you, so I can't lie to you about this. Seeing you here and having you need me was nice, because back then I needed you to show me that there was something different. Because you put a voice to that idea that, there was another way to live other than as a second Morales Testudo. And, I've been using that ever since. But I think it's time for me to stop lying about that. I need to remember why I'm here, and, what I'm doing. I need to remember why I think of this as, despite being something I enjoy so much, a tragedy. Do you know about the plague that swept through Indigo centuries ago?
She stops a little bit. I guess a little bit, yeah. I know my history, but I don't know what really happened if you're asking that.
Do you know how it ended?
Yeah, I do.
To me, I think I should view this play as a triumph in Testudo engineering. The pinnacle of how necessary we were to the city and how needed we are by the world. But the only way I can view this is as a tragedy. Because part of me is screaming, and it won't stop getting louder, that I don't want the Testudo family to win. I want all of the people who have been here struggling all along to walk away with their lives, that they get to see a new dawn by the virtue of their own hard work, not some miracle drug created in by a group of people that'll hold it over them. She grabs her arm and, honestly digs her nails in. I think, at the end of the day, I need to accept a few things. One, I'm Illyria Testudo. And two, I hate that.
Teach kind of stops a little bit. Yeah, maybe so. You finally feel that sensation. Saying those words made it click. The thing she almost veered away from that last moment. You feel it in her heart. You feel those same words mirrored, but, well, the sensation of them. The exact same thing you felt, registering as you said those words, registers for the words that Teach speaks silently to herself. I am something that I hate, and I need to expect. I need to understand that. I need to accept it. And Teach kind of speaks up again. She's walked down this path before, and she knows what answer she chose. And she knows what answer she's going to choose again. Just because you're one way doesn't mean you have to be locked into it. Just because you're Illyria Testudo and just because you hate that doesn't mean you have to act like it. It's going to stay a part of you, you know? I'm sure that little part of you that has my fiery examples, I guess. She kind of oh, that was a little embarrassing. She kind of scratches her chin. But yeah, that big tough face, that clinical side of you, they're not going to go away. But they don't have to be the only thing that you have. I've learned a lot. I've been ignoring the fact that I still have parts of those inside of me. So, Illyria, please don't do the same thing. Please follow follow whatever path you want. And try to stand by it. No matter how much other things drag themselves up and try to block that for you. We can always be more than what we are. Besides, you say you need to take off my mask. That's fine. If you stand like me, you're not standing for yourself anyways. Just stand firm for what you believe in, whatever that might be, okay?
She like braces the mask against her face, and she starts to laugh. I feel relieved, but I feel like you've only left me with more puzzles.
She smiles at you. Of course, I'm a teacher.
I don't want to be Illyria Testudo. I don't want to be Morales Testudo. And I don't want to be Teach either. What am I then?
She kind of smiles at that and leans back. You're a human being. You're alive. And, I mean, who the hell cares? She kind of leans back, her head on the pillow. Our identity, what we gotta be. Most of the time we just need to answer those questions so that we can tell other people so they can leave us alone. As long as you feel happy, as long as you're doing what you want to do, as long as it feels right, who gives a shit? Just stand firm for what you believe in your heart, I guess. It sounds cheesy, but it's all I got. So, yeah. You're gonna lets herself just kind of pull back on that a bit, and then looks at you again. Well, I guess one thing I can say is the speed of your learning is very good. I can say that very clearly, that you are absolutely one of the best students I've ever had. A sentence that rings in your head from another source as well, but she takes it in a different direction. So I'm happy to know that you can dislearn whatever the hell I taught you, and you can learn something else that you need to, or take it, use whatever you gotta do. Because that's the kind of the secret of teaching, and I think it's the thing I like the most about it. It's very easy to fuck up, but at the same time, most of the time you're just helping other people realize that they're good on the inside. I don't have to be particularly skilled, because if my students are, and I can just bring that out of them, that's good enough for me. I think you're going to do a great job. Honestly.
She tries to take all that in. This concept of unlearning the parts you don't like and keeping what you do. And she slowly starts to feel one of the locks crack. What stood out to her here more than anything else? It was this idea that people could push back against a circumstance that was given to them, that they could take all of the weight that was dumped on their shoulders, push it back no matter how broken they were, and grow. Why did that make sense to Illyria Testudo? She's not a person that's known great hardship. She's not a person who even enjoys tragedies in their base concept. Pornography for those who enjoy suffering, she thought for a while. But something starts to unwind a little bit in her head. what's broken can be restored. That, for some reason, gave her a good amount of comfort. That possibility that regardless of what's happened to her up to this point, the next step she takes could bring something new. That those heavy burdens she carried could be changed, and she could honestly convert them to something a little better seemed fantastic. Like, honestly, like a fairy tale. Instead, with her ability to feel all of this pain from all around her, with her ability to finally contextualize this suffering, she finally started to realize, just by casting those aside, she would become something. Hell, anything. Because it doesn't necessarily matter what step you take. That step will define you just the same. So, she slowly nods along and stands up.
And as you stand in that moment, well, tell me how you feel.
She thinks back about everything that she said. She while she was honestly pouring her heart out to teach, she came across a few realizations. I'm tired of being Illyria Testudo, so she won't be. It's that simple. The next step she takes will be the step of someone who's acting based on what she's learned recently. Not those 25 years of ingrained behaviors. It's going to be the step of someone who was broken and invented anew. Second of all, she realized she doesn't want the Testudo family to win here. She doesn't approve of her family. I don't like Illyria Testudo. That wasn't just dissatisfaction with her own mundanity. That was dissatisfaction with the concept of her family. The idea that these shadowy medicine sellers could control a good portion of the city and could leverage that to control people's health. That type of power sickens her. She wants to leave it behind. And 3, first and foremost, she wants to find the broken people in this place and give them the means to fight off everything. This victory shouldn't be one for the Testudo family. This should be a victim for everyone who was sick and everyone who struggled, everyone who was broken by the disease, by the play, and who won. She's not aiming to cure the disease this time. She's just aiming to give people the tools they need to conquer it.
And with that, you collect the broken parts of yourself and bring them together. You collect the shattered masks that you threw aside and bring them together once more. With all of those pieces, you're not really set to repair any one of them individually, but you take those pieces and you make them into something new. That's how you turn your mask into a face. That's how you can take some broken powder of yourself that wants to stand tall and instead stand firm instead.
That's so fucking good.
Nice. Good job.
Illyria finally stands up, contextualizing every last bit of herself, and she walks over. Well, thank you for teaching me that there was another way to live. Thank you for opening the door. It really did change the rest of my life.
She stops a bit and thank you for reminding me that there's another way to live. Thank you for
She walks forward and she is going to genuinely give Teach a hug.
Teach kind of like Larry, you're gonna get sick. Stop. He says, and then holds on tight.
And this time it's a promise. You really will be fine. Because, well, I'm your doctor. And you're, more than that, you're a great patient.
She smiles. I wish I could say anything else. But, she just kind of holds on a little tighter and gives you a big hug. Oh, gosh. Thank you.
She stands up, smiles, and takes a step back. And she's going to leave a potion on the desk. When you're feeling better, you take that. I'm gonna trust you to handle that yourself.
She smiles. Yeah, that's the least I can do.
Don't go dying on me, obviously. When
she kind of smiles at that. I've been through so much. I'm not gonna die here.
She's grinning. When the testudo roll in, I don't want you to I don't want you to say I just carried you over until they arrived. I want you to tell them the truth. You beat this sickness yourself.
She kind of smiles at that. Yeah. All right, I will.
She starts to walk away. And she like almost that line about like you truly were one of my best students starts to run through her head again.
Yeah.
She recognizes at this point she's grown. She's a huge part of her always wished that Teach would come back and finish her education. But part of her starts to realize that at this point that was just a fairy tale. If Illyria wanted to learn anything more from Teach, she had to be the one to take that step and reach out to her. So, her heart and her mind full of something new, she turns around and goes, well, until tomorrow, my dear teacher.
She smiles. See you tomorrow, my good friend.
Oh. Slowly opens the door and walks outside. Ow! Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a hot second.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. Holy fuck. Oh, boy. Jesus Christ. Yep. Oh, there go the eyes. Yeah, so, Jesus Christ. I think for Indigo, you can safely, add, you can add Illyria to either of the piles, because, honestly, Illyria still has things to learn from Teach.
Yeah, but
interpret that as you will.
Yeah. I feel like I was thinking that entire time, the moment you started saying that, and then that last line slipped out, and I think I know where she's going.
Yep. Holy shit.
Besides, it's not like being in their peer list would turn off the fact that she wants to help people and teach them new things, so...
Yep.
Still got a lot to teach Noctua, it's just accepting the fact that she has a lot to learn from her, too. That's the same in this case.
Me hearing this entire conversation. No, Teach, it's fine. You're gonna meet an owl and a slug someday. It's fucking fine.
Come on, Teach. It's okay. Come on, Teach.
Yeah, no, that's the painful part of, like, a prequel is, like, I know that the road to recovery is not smooth.
Yeah. It's like, it would be so nice if everything was just so easy after this part, but it's probably not going to be for either of them.
No, but I'm gonna be the sword man and a slug.
I already met the sword man. He's probably incredibly concerned right now.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Teach? She's not in her apartment. What the fuck?
Now this is fuck.
I imagine that the conversation she has with Song probably happens the moment she gets back.
Yeah.
It's probably just a thing where he's so fucking worried.
Yeah.
Because everyone disappears and then suddenly she's gone and then she comes back and she's like, I had a lot of things to think about.
I had a lot of shit.
God, use me next time.
Yeah, please, for the love of fuck. That's why Song's so fucking protective, I think.
Yeah, probably so.
I think, this is pretty, depending on how shit changes, I don't think Illyria's part of the mob after this.
I don't know, she would be, no.
I don't think she likes her family very much.
No. Like, she likes her grandma.
She likes her grandma as a person,
family. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the unfortunate part, I mean, even at the very first session when you're like, the part of your grandma that shows physicianly stuff and talks like that.
Yeah.
Because that's not the part that's your family from your point of view.
Yeah.
And so much of Morales Testudo is about preserving the family.
Yep, it's about that family legacy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think she's part of the mob. I think she probably turned her back. Yeah, she doesn't want the Testudo family to win. She doesn't want them to be the heroes of this story.
Oh my god, I just realized what's happening, Jay.
What's that?
This whole time we've been building the only person that can actually probably go against Morales right now.
Oh boy, yeah. Ugh.
I can't think of anyone else.
What I like is the through line still connects up with, it connects up really well with Teach's scenes later of, like, Teach was at her low point and needed to hear that her students were good people that, like, can learn from her and they can get past this illusion of her as this unbeatable figure.
Yeah.
And they can sort their own shit out, which restores their faith. And then, and then
later fucking learn that she's also allowed to be mad about that.
Yeah, no, a slug tells her, yo, maybe it's not actually cool that people view you this way to begin with.
Yeah, maybe you should be like, maybe you should be like, stop viewing me like some kind of dumbass titan when I try to be the opposite of that.
Yeah, try to stop using me stop using me as this unbeatable figure because I'm human too and I fuck up. And that, like, I can't protect you always from everything.
Gotta teach.
I think that is the big thing of, like, also why it worked with Illyria is because Illyria, like, was always in that compound, like, in stasis, and then when she sees her, she's standing tall and being cool, and then she admits, no, I was fucked up too. And then in that same scene basically goes, yeah, I was fucked up, but, like, here's how I viewed you, and I think I'm moving past it on her own. So Teach is like, good, this is what people should be doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that seems like, that felt like a true graduation scene to me, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was really hoping, I think if there was anything I was super hoping for, it was that. The idea that their reunion, regardless of how it would be an official graduation.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
That's one less burden for Teach, too.
Yeah. I feel the satisfaction as if I just finished a really good session. We're only halfway done.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
God fucking damn.
I'm still gonna take a few minutes, because I'm happy with that.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
God, ow, that felt good.
Yeah, it did. It really did. It was a lot less painful than I thought, and instead a lot more restorative, you know?
Yeah, yeah, no. Like, the pain part came from the, like, I thought what would hurt was the, I didn't know you that long. Like, I didn't know you that
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But no, that was actually a relief for her.
Yeah. Which is really good. And
Yeah.
It's just like, I think Teach would be like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there was a tinge of sadness for the fact that, like,
Oh, I thought we were
can't-
tighter than that. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where she had unrealistic views of you and was aware of that.
Mhm.
That, like, the big contradiction for her walking around was, like, there was a lot of lying she was doing to herself, more or less.
Yeah.
I think the coming out with the, like, you know, I like it here. I'm useful to people. I always wanted this. Why does it hurt still?
And then that immediately hitting Teach in the exact same way was...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I really like, too, is that I think Illyria is someone who has a bit of trouble opening up, but in this one case, being able to feel that pain and being able to just naturally understand Teach feeling the same thing helped push that along.
Yeah, Illyria doesn't feel like opening up because she doesn't. It's less like, oh, I'm not anyone, and more like, I am literally like, my personality is nothing. Like,
My
what are you looking
personality is
for?
fractured. It's so many different pieces of fake me's.
Yeah, my personality is literally what other people tell me I should be.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, and she just came to the conclusion, you know, one of these voices in my head I don't like very much, actually.
I'll move that one, and you know what? It'll make it easier.
Yeah.
Because then there's less voices to sort through, and I can keep the ones I like, I guess.
Yeah, even the one where it's like, one of the voices is fake, it's not the person I'm attributing it to, and the other I just don't enjoy, particularly.
Yeah, so both of them can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel a bit of that too, Mask. At least that's like baby Christian stuff.
Yeah. No, I put, like, God, it's one of those things of, like, when you take the mask away, who the fuck am I? And she genuinely asked Teach, and Teach is like, hell, I don't know, do what you want.
Yeah.
And, like, she came to those 3 realizations, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And, that was great. I'm excited for the conversation with Horace at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, I am too. And I'm excited for them to meet again in Indigo. I feel like I'm just gonna be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, God, that's just gonna make my heart feel good. Even if it's not the best circumstances, if that does end up being the case, it'll still make me happy, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Also, I'm gonna say, checking through the apartment and stuff is like a morning. Yeah. The slot of talking to Horace and going back and talking to Teach and finishing up her stuff is going to be the afternoon, so we're gonna be swinging into the evening. So we're gonna have one time slot to do something,
and then Horace
I know what
end.
that's gonna be.
Yep, I've got one more place to go, and then after that, I'm going to I'm gonna have the conversation at the diner at night.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. This session's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am really happy with her conclusion of I don't want to be the person that saves people. I want to be a person who gives them the tools to save themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like there's something there.
I think so too.
I think that's pretty fundamental to her character after seeing her operate. I don't know how to build off of it at all.
Well, that's what the rest of this game's for, isn't it?
Exactly. Like, we're gonna see what shape that takes, but like that is, yeah, real problems aren't solved by solitary geniuses, or problems aren't just solved for you. To her, it's giving people the tools to solve their shit is the most important part of meeting them halfway. I think she just discovered the key to actually helping people. That's great. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water.
Be right back.
I'll be right back too.
Oh boy, okay, I'm back. Mask, are you here? Can I ask you for a favor really quick? Can we jump over to the live chat? I wanna talk to you via voice.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a planning thing.
Yeah, no, it was secret.
Oh, I'm glad I popped in right before they started then.
Yeah.
Oh, timing. I'm going to change up one of... I'll tell Jay when he gets back, but he leveled up his wild swinging gift, which is good. Basically, one of the level ups was an automatic win kind of thing, where it's just like, go talk to your mentor and figure out how you want to go forward with that.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is that I think I figured out how I'm going to flavor that. Yeah. I'm having fun.
Yeah. And J-Man is here. Hello,
Yes.
J-Man. Thank you for recording, sir. Appreciate it.
We're
Welcome
back.
Cool. I'm leveling up my own path forward because
Aw.
you had something that happened. You did one of the other level up requirements, which was have one of your mentors reconfirm your desire to find your own path, which is kind of like an automatic one, but also like I mainly
Very
wanted to
nice.
see how it happens so I can flavor how it goes forward. I want to give this to you. So you can still not roll to die if you do this. However, if you take a wound to an attribute, you don't have to drop your wild swing. You roll, restore your health, and can keep going with it.
Holy shit, nice.
Yeah, literally breaking apart the pieces of your old self and moving forward with a different one that you don't understand quite yet.
Ooh, excellent. Could, thematically building off of that, could I potentially get a wild swing off of a roll to die?
You could probably do that, yeah.
Cool.
I think
yeah,
you
that'd
could
be
get
a
one
cool
off
way
of a
to
roll
do
to
that.
die. Yes. So I think so the way it works, you can get a wild swing off of a roll to die, but then once you're locked into it, you can't roll to die again until
Without
you drop
dropping
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that means basically you can roll to die. It's just that you cannot use that roll to die to make boost your roll to dies up. You know?
Exactly. Like I can't if I'm chaining them together. Exactly.
Yeah, you're basically just rolling fresh every time.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. I like that. I'm gonna put that in there, and then we'll basically be good to go. Hope your secrets went well. Uh-oh. That silence is worrying.
Good session so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh shit, I forgot to grab my coffee. Be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that.
Come back. No problem. You know what? I'm just going to say. Hang on. The next level up condition for my own path forward is going to be find a name for your new self.
Oh.
Not like find a new name, like a, my name is blah,
but
blah,
figure
blah,
out how to name it, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah. That might be something you figure out by the end of the session, or it might be something you figure out later. Don't feel like you gotta rush it. It'll probably be a climactic moment, so only do it when it feels right.
What I love about this so much is, so to a certain degree, I know what the Testudo family is about, which makes this extra fun and cool. By the end of Indigo, everyone will know what the Testudo family is about, and retroactively, this will gain even more power.
Yeah. Awesome. That's
so
great.
Fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm really glad I picked them because they just seem so.
There's juice there.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I want to register a small thing. I've of course been playing that not a stream mentality, but just a let's play and take breaks and whatever. I think there's something to say about the way that When Rose is flowing in terms of like, I just sat down and upgraded your gift real quick.
Mid-session.
Like a couple of minutes, but we just finished a big scene, just sat down, took a break, and I updated it, and it's there, and it's ready. So I like that. I like that feel. I feel like that's more of how I would play this if I was not streaming. And right now, I've only played at stream games for the most part. So yeah.
No, there's a lot to be said for, okay, let's take a sec to stop and just talk about what happened, think it out a little bit more, rather than, okay, let's move and then talk about this after the stream ends.
I think it's good for the brain and good for...
It genuinely really is.
Yeah. And also, it's just good for the fact of like, well, yeah, now that I'm taking that break, I can actually get it down while it's fresh. You know what?
I might look into integrating midstream breaks that are like 15 to 20 minutes, where everyone can just chill and talk about what's happening so far.
Yeah.
That could be fun because it really does refresh you.
I think like putting in, instead of just like a stream, it might be good for that's like system stuff too, which could be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
No thing about that. But yeah, I got that down. I've upgraded. Well, let me save the changes first. Okay. I've upgraded your my own path forward. So if you want to look at that real quick, feel free to. But yeah. Basically, I added in the thing of you can select a wild swing off a roll to die, but you can't take a wild swing into a roll to die.
Yes.
And if one of your attributes is wounded, you can choose to carry on to restore HP without dropping your wild swing. So you can get into it whenever you want, and you can also just choose to say, fuck it, I take the hit, I'm going in.
What I like is it lets her get multicolored stuff a little bit more easily for her potions too, because she's more free flowing.
Yeah, she's making what she's got to do.
She's powered up.
She's powered up. She's getting real fucking strong.
She's actually like, she's kind of a monster in terms of self-heal. She has no offense to speak of, but in terms of self-heal, she's pretty good.
I mean, she could splash people with potions.
Yeah, I don't know if she'd do that anymore.
She's got the Plague Knight downsmith.
Yeah, she does. Like, I mean, her character sheet says she can do that. I don't know if that's in character anymore.
Maybe it'll change with your level up. But we'll see. Anyways, I have a question to toss at you now.
Yeah.
What's next for Illyria?
You know what the fuck she's going.
How are you gonna go in? Which door are you going through?
She's going to, after Taka, since one time slot has passed, she's going to ask Taka, at this point, to go with Beatrice over and to play cards with a crow. Because that will be that's two birds with one stone in her mind.
Yeah.
Because it is a distraction to keep Zenith's eye focused on that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, simultaneously, it is it accomplishes what we did yesterday.
Yeah,
it keeps like, that was her other promise to Horus, not fucking up the time streams, really. So she's just gonna ask Taka, go play cards with this fucking bird.
Yeah.
He's good at cards. He's actually really good at cards. but if you keep telling him double or nothing, you'll eventually just win. It's a problem. Shaking Taka. I kind of feel bad, man.
Oh my god. Taka's probably got a bad poker face, but it doesn't matter.
Fucking Beatrice. She'll just do the work
she'll just do the thing again. Yeah, she'll
just literally so long as Taka shows an interest in playing blackjack and then passes it to Beatrice,
and
it's fine.
Yeah,
she's a monster.
What is great to me is that by doing that, you also are like, Illyria said to come help you out with the supply problem that Horace told her about. And she's like, Illyria sent you to help me? And you kind of get that, that you maintain the like, oh, Illyria's so nice. I'm glad I got to know her a little more kind of thing.
Time stream preserved, feather saved from death.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, no, that was, I'm like, oh, fuck, how am I going to deal with that shit? But yeah, time stream preserved, soul healed. Let's do this. Let's fucking go.
Alrighty. Where the fuck you going now?
The way Illyria is going to go is she is going to move with Taka until the park. Okay. And then she is going to she's gonna break off in the park.
Okay. Then I'll put you in the park. Coming, I'd say you walked in through if you were going through one entrance, I know which way you'd go. Okay, cool. Let me go drag you to the park, put you down, and yeah.
Oh. One more thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you to entertain me on this one. I'm gonna ask for
to go to Doc Mex, aren't you? Or is
I'm gonna ask to off screen have gone to Doc Mex to have gotten something.
Okay. Are you ready to trade 3 memories at the drop of a hat?
You know
whenever
I am.
you
You fucking know I am.
If you trade, stand firm. I'm going to be so pissed. But hang on.
Yeah.
Now remember, it's gift. It's not just memories.
Yeah. No, that does help a lot. Yeah. She is going to trade away 3 gifts.
If you trade Smelliphant back, he'll be pissed, but he'll do it.
Yeah, she's going to trade away 3 gifts. I think I'm going to do honestly, she's gonna do Way of the Florist. Sorry, Taka.
It's okay.
She's gonna do Way of the Florist. She's gonna trade away her book on pomegranates because she no longer needs that. Actually,
no, she doesn't need that stuff.
And then she is going to trade away. God, I'm so tempted to just give back Smelliphant and Pistock. So, could I ask you for a favor?
What's up?
I'm gonna trade these 3 gifts now. Next session, can we flash back to me doing this?
Yeah, sure thing. We'll do that.
God bless. Okay, then I'm giving Smelliphant back.
Okay.
I want to see that play out. So Smelliphant gone.
Mm-hmm.
Way of the Florist gone. And then book on pomegranates gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just how it be. Okay.
That's just how it be. Yeah.
You've maxed down your bond with him now.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But I need one item that's nothing. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
Whoa, that happened off screen.
There you go.
Thank you. I feel accomplished.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Illyria is going to basically stick with Taka for long enough and then fucking just... It looks like she's about to go to the park and then she breaks off and she's gonna check the fucking doors to these houses. Behind, like, she's remaining crouched. She's remaining crouched low behind the fences and is gonna look in these houses.
You go look in that house and guess what? There's no map for that.
Yep.
Which means...
First, however, she's gonna drink one of those Omni potions, recover some HP, set her swing to 6, and then she's going to she's gonna get this inquisitive going here right now, and she's gonna use whose eyes are those eyes to scan and make sure she's not being fucking watched.
No eyes are looking at you to go through there. Yeah.
Okay.
You imagine if you walked more to the direction that there was stuff to be, but yeah, why would the audience be looking at this prop over here?
No.
So you walk in.
She leans down behind the fence and like scrambles in. She's making very, very sure.
All right, you head on in, scrambling. You go up to this insignificant little back door. You go inside. Let me just. This one's a good spot, I'd say. There we go. I'll just put you right here. And
hold on, can you ping me?
I will. You see it?
I do not. Are you Jam Layer?
Yes, I am. Hang on. Oh, what I put. So no, I'm a step above. I'm on dynamic lighting layer. There we go. There you go.
She figured. She quickly like orients herself. Okay, I know where I am. I've been to this place enough times. I know where I need to go. Okay, I can do this. She steals herself.
You move forward. Make me roll to die, actually, right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so bam! 18, motherfucker!
You are an inquisitive. So you're gonna think about this place a little
am I going the right way? Or
going forward takes you to the theater.
Yes.
But you also put together in your head, you're not quite sure she's going to be there.
Yeah.
Because Zenith
said she's sticking back. Yeah, she'd be hidden somewhere.
You wonder about this place. You've seen a couple of doors, and you wonder if there's anywhere here that would be, well, different. Like the theater room.
She's
another door that leads somewhere that's not the stage.
Okay, she's gonna explore then. Time to take a look around. Well, yeah, that way leads to the stage. Let's try up in this direction then.
Alrighty.
She knows that up and to the right is where. Oh yeah, isn't this the one that leads to Beatrice's right here? Or it's close to it.
That is not the one. It is close to it.
Yeah. She's getting close. She's gonna move over this direction. Oh, fucking closet.
You look at this door and you feel like there's no light coming up from others. That was quick.
She slowly opens the door to the closet.
Alrighty, you do. Let me bring you through a few loading screens right now. Yeah. This one's a few maps away on the screen, but you crack open this door and kind of take a step inside. A lot of loading screens for this one. There we go. Just make sure everything's set up for you. All right. I just have to place one thing. But yeah, as you crack open this door, again, not really much of a light, but more space, and you have a feeling that, like, the space of this doesn't make sense at all. But just as this place seems to fade behind you as you step through the door, you also remember that, well, in a way, it doesn't matter what you really think that makes sense here. You walk on through. Okay.
Do you need a sec? We could take a sec. It's cool.
No. I'm excited. That's what's going on right now. Oh boy. You step through a door.
What the fuck? Okay. Her eyes like struggle to adjust to the darkness. What the hell is going on back here? Is this...
You immediately stop, and yeah, you look around. On darkened shelves, you see a room full of props and things that are just kind of sitting around. You notice, hey, look, there's some of the sugar wafers from Taka's shop. There's a pillow, some egg, weird dolls, stuff underneath the shirts and assembled clothes and outfits. A lot of objects here actually seem to mimic things that you've seen before.
She tries to put two and two together. This is the prop room, ain't it?
This has to be the prop room, yes.
Oh boy. She recognizes that soccer ball for sure.
Mm-hmm. You keep making steps forward then and find more and more things assembled around.
Oh no. She's prodding at most of this, but not looking too close. Fucking llama rug! She sees the llama rug. She looks down at it. Okay, that's fine. She moves away. Starts to look. She starts to scan the bag. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
You stop and look at this thing sitting on the floor. Some kind of puppet with its strings cut. Wait. No, that's a person.
Holy shit. Illyria stumbles backwards and bumps the fucking counter. What the hell? She's going to lean down and she's gonna check for a pulse.
No pulse. Though you want to make an observant roll for me. You're gonna use your current swing.
Boom!
There's no need to check for a pulse because when you inspect the person, they're not real, is the way you'd probably put it. It's a doll.
She starts to shiver, looking closer, and then she remembers Horace. Is Heather part of the stage, or is Heather a prop?
She's in the prop room. And as you kind of put this together, she has to, some way possible, you feel like maybe she's even less than Horace's.
She looks down at Heather and, gulps extremely deeply. Heather's probably too big to carry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you could probably get away with it, actually. She's actually a little lighter than you would first expect.
Wow. She reaches out and starts to think, I gotta get Heather out of here, and then she stops. Nope, everyone will notice if I do that. She shakes her head, and then, bile rising in her throat, she's gonna leave Heather here, promising to follow up later. She's shivering now.
Mm-hmm. You feel yourself, roll a die for me.
Oh boy. 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1.
Okay.
You're rolling like fire when she needs to.
Yeah. You do well enough here where you're not shaken out of observing things.
No.
Observing closely brought you to that point, but you're not removed from it.
Oh,
And
so yeah,
you also stop, and before you take a step forward, you realize, shit, I knocked stuff off the shelf. I need to put that back.
Yeah, she's gonna put that back.
Yeah, you very quickly put the stuff back on the shelf, back in its spots.
Yeah.
And yeah, you then continue forward again.
The entire time, she is fucking freaking out because of the heather behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Keep it together. Keep it together. She does. She actually does.
Yeah.
She sees
stop. There's another door.
She's gonna slowly crack the door and go through.
You stop and crack through the door. And as you go through the door, a sensation is repeated.
Bet I'm not gonna like this shit.
Bet. You move through.
She had a feeling that it would be like this.
Yeah.
She looks at,
yeah.
She looks across at all of the... They're all puppets, aren't they?
No, they aren't. You check one. You go up to this person, and you feel a very, very light pulse.
What the hell? It's going to move to the next.
A light pulse. This woman sitting here,
Yeah.
light pulse, all of them. And you actually start to notice as you kind of look down, you see these chairs fold away almost endlessly. Spots are missing. There are plenty of people here. But this place looks like it can hold a city.
Holy shit. She's gonna freeze here for a second. Also, I'm pausing on this one because I am going to @Roma immediately and be like, yeah, this is thank you. Thank you for this character design.
But you see something else too. Kind of brings you back a little actually. As you
Oh.
And then
she sees Orchestra sitting in timeout.
She turns and notices you, and then immediately she kind of scrambles up on her feet, runs up, and like worriedly waves her hands. No, come on, don't do this.
Illyria looks down at Orchestra. I'm not gonna be here very long. Don't worry about that. I really wanted to see you.
She comes up and gives you a very, very warm hug.
She looks back at the door. I can't be here very long, obviously. And I can't say even a fraction of the things that I want to say. So I won't.
Her head kind of tilts up a bit, and she's like, up and back, as she's just like, interesting.
So instead, I wanted to make you an oath. I think the way's been opened for me. I'm kind of lucky in that regard. Originally I was devastated when you disappeared. And I was going to rush in here and say, "Oh, I'll save you," and all that other stuff. She looks down kind of embarrassed.
She mimics a laugh.
Because after you gave me that music box, I felt camaraderie because I'm kind of empty too. And more than anything, I wanted to be the one who was capable of saying, "Don't worry, I'll save you." Like I thought my mentors did for me.
She stops waving her wand and then contemplates for a moment.
So I'm not gonna promise you that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be the one to save you here, because I don't think that's my place. She reaches up and unclasps her mask. The only thing I want to promise is that I'm fighting for you.
She kind of holds her hand up to her chest and just kind of nods.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to. That doesn't mean I can't even save you. That lies with you. She's going to reach down and hand the music box back.
Oh.
You gave me something important, and I sort of spat in the face of that. I decided to make something that was important to me because it was the only way that I frankly knew how to help. That's yours. But I kind of want to honor what you gave me too. She pats the music box, which she's kept tucked away. You gave me something that mattered so damn much, it was pretty much everything you were, so I'm gonna give you something that's pretty much everything that I was. She reaches out and gives Orchestra her mask.
Oh. Orchestra stops for a moment and then holds that mask in her hand. And she kind of looks at it. And she reaches up again, holds it close, stopping to compose. She holds the mask and puts down her conductor's wand, kind of slipping it in her sleeve. And her hand slowly goes up and reaches for her own mask. And she tries to pull it off. But unfortunately, it seems to be stuck.
Illyria smiles, and she can see the smile for the very first time.
Mm-hmm.
She stops her. Everybody that wears a mask has two faces. So, thought it was only fitting that you'd have two as well.
Orchestra. You could never feel it before. But due to Zenith's curse, you could call it that. You can feel it now. You could feel Orchestra, the mask on her face, smiling. Yet, an emotion she's not allowed to display rings through her heart, and she cries. And feels warmth return to her just a little bit. And she takes the mask, puts it inside, and then waves her wand a little bit and puts it down inside of the music box again. And yeah, in that moment she kind of looks at it and starts to just wind it up a little bit. And she plays a song. And it's not the same one. Huh. It's a song that, for some reason, it feels like it's a song that you recognize. A song that spoke to Illyria Testudo, the one with the mask. And it kind of plays off in the room. Almost a funeral dirge for you that did exist. And she holds that box and listens to it for a moment. And then pulls the crank back a bit. And the song stops. And she kind of looks at you. And she can't communicate what she wants. But she seems pleased. You feel the sensations disappear as she holds that box close to her.
She, Illyria smiles at her. Like I said, I can't promise I'm going to rush in here and save you. I can't do that, but I can at least promise to meet you halfway. And I can... And I hope I can give you whatever tools you need to help yourself. She holds out a hand. Not as your doctor, not as the main character, but as your friend, Illyria.
She puts her hand forward and shakes with you as well. And with that, she just kind of seems to deflate a little bit, stand next to you, next to the wall for a moment, holding her music box, holding her conductor's wand, just kind of holding them both close to her heart. And she almost seems to daydream for a moment there. And Illyria, you see that daydream just a little bit. Maybe it's the extra feeling that's been instilled with you, but in this moment, maybe it's your sensitivity. Either or, it kind of pulls you in a little bit. And you hear the music of Orchestra's box play too, not the one she put in, but one that was lingering in her mind still. As you look into this memory once more, and you see so many blurred images, so many pieces of a puzzle that have been left unclicked. And yet, throughout them, you know feelings, you suppose. Feelings of being with someone else. Feelings of enjoying the time spent with them. And those feelings seem to mimic across to you. You weren't in these memories. You weren't the person who was held there. But you feel a lot of those emotions, those feelings that she was having slowly taken from her, taken away by this place, return in a way mimicked. You've let her feel these things again, and because of that, well, she feels she can understand herself a little bit more, understand the things that she's losing, the things that she's lost. A lot of her returns, she'll never probably be able to get the context for the things that have happened in the past. She'll never be able to regain those things permanently for herself. But she can feel them and she can understand them. And she can fight for them. She can keep pushing. Because you've made those memories again for her.
Illyria smiles, pats her on the shoulder and goes, well, someone I really look up to told me something good today. If you don't necessarily know who you are, do whatever you're feeling. You'll discover it with that very first step.
She kind of plays with her conductor's wand a little bit. And just you feel a bit of tinge of, well, not sadness, but I guess reality, kind of the bitter sweetness of understanding what's going on. You get the feeling she does know why she's here. She does know what she's trying to do. But she had lost some of the feeling as to why she wanted to, I guess. She'd lost some context. And as she kind of stands there once more, she kind of waits. And she stops as you feel the memory shift. And she stops and holds herself there for a moment. She seems like she holds herself for a moment, and she hands you over her conductor's wand.
Illyria takes it, and she takes it and she puts it away.
No, she stops you before you do that.
Oh, okay.
She holds it, and kind of holding your arm and your shoulder very slightly, she has you play a tune. And you feel some instruments from far away seem to play lazily. And she kind of nods and really kind of swings your arm around a bit, and you feel it kind of pick up a little bit more. And she kind of just instills that upon you to play truthfully. She wants you to play her a song.
Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. Should I describe what is going on in Illyria's head?
Yes.
Oh boy. So. Illyria planned to make this meeting, hand off her mask, and walk away looking cool. That is going to fall apart now. She starts to quietly conduct to this stage of extras as if they were an audience. Her rapt audience, and she starts to conduct a story, and she starts to tell a tale that's very, very, very familiar. Honestly, it's boring to orchestra. It's probably boring to everyone in the audience because it's just a story about what happened over the last few days. Played out in all honesty. It's a repetition, a refrain. For people who were there, it's uninteresting. Who wants to hear the same beat twice, after all? But as Illyria gets into it more and more and more, those feelings start to spread across the room. And that contradiction from earlier finally unclicks. Not to Illyria Testudo, but to Illyria the person. These days were truly the most important of her life. Not unlike orchestra, this isn't something that was rekindled. This was something that was made fresh. Illyria was a blank slate, and now, well, over the last few days, she has discovered not purpose, but something she wants to cling to. She finishes conducting. The honest truth laid bare that, Illyria, frankly, enjoys this place. And the people here are more dear to her than her own family.
And that song, again, you conduct it out. And as it finishes, orchestra contemplates the song. And it seems that a song that plays true to her as well. And then she stops sitting on the wall. And again, she turns to you and nods her head. Then she points at the wand and turns her hand into a thumb and pumps it against her chest. In that moment, you feel like now she wants you to play a song for her. And she moves. And as she does, you feel something spring from your heart as you feel orchestra moving forward to the next room.
Oh boy.
She moves, grabs the door, pulls the handle, and swings it open, and moves on to the other side. Do you follow?
She's gonna follow.
You stop, moving forward then, getting to the door, bringing yourself in. You see orchestra to your left, and she continues stepping. She steps around the corner. And then she stops. And the moment that orchestra gets within view of this pretender, she stops, and you feel more being sucked from her. More of this being torn away and given to the false puppet sitting down right beneath her. It sucks away at everything that was left. You feel the music box, the original one, the one that played a tune that was so incomplete, being almost removed, a falsity given form by the play itself. You feel it materialize there upon her lap. But orchestra holds firm. Heather holds firm as the box that she was given by her friend Illyria remains. She holds tight as her form begins to be torn up by a pretender that has been stealing her for months.
Oh shit, she rolled well!
She did! And she decides to play a tune herself. She swings her, well, not a wand. She almost mimics it. Music begins to pour out of her and her own self as a new form seems to be taken. The music box itself kind of beginning to play out a tune in her own heart that seems to spill back, playing over the music you're doing, but at the same time not. You play a tune to support this. You support your friend, essentially, in this moment. Because of that, you add that bonus to her roll. And because you add that bonus to her roll, you bring that total up to something that beats the stage's die roll.
Ooh.
And that allows her to continue maintaining her form in this moment, as she holds firm against everything that has been pushing against her. She stands and she does not attempt in this moment to regain the identity of Heather. No, that's not what she needs to do here. She holds firm and keeps the identity of Orchestra, of Orchid. She holds herself fully in the faith of being someone who you have recognized. By doing that, you feel a bit more kind of start to bubble like a little light inside of her. She rolls to die again. Oh no, what was that? Okay, well, let me do 2d6 keep 1 then, or 2d6 keep 6. And then add on your bonus from that. And again, just makes it basically. You hold on, continue playing the music that shifts across this room as the doll in front of her that seeks to pull back and give and take more of this form. It can't find a place to hook. It can't find a place to take from. At the very end of the day, the things that are being right now are Orchestra's memories. She has reclaimed herself, her own being, and applied it to something new. She no longer has to be what she was forced to be. And though she has to discard a name, she has to discard some being, at the same time, she doesn't need that. She takes full assurance in herself, and you feel the last bit of this pretender shoved away from her, as in that moment, she reclaims everything that she wanted to be and brings it into a new form. In this moment, you have seen the birth of something new. You have seen the birth of something that, well, they have names for these things. They have names for the beings that are born from wishes and memories and desires. You have seen the birth of a legend in front of your eyes. And as the song continues playing forward, she brings herself to a rest again. As the doll in front of you, already its strings cut, seems to slump a little bit more. The last string that was pulling on the individual in front of you has cut. And she steps back, moving, and with that final step, she does not defend herself from this thing. Instead, she attacks. She moves forward, and a bit out of spite, honestly, she drops her color, and she just punches this thing. And honestly, it doesn't do any major damage, but it does seem to give her some relief. She breathes a bit and stops.
Valyria and I are both fucking crying.
Yeah. Oh. She looks and then turns back to you and steps, and she gestures for her wand. And
She Valyria pulls the wand back. It was an entire time, despite her conducting a song for orchestra, it was pressed firmly into the back of a music box. She hands it over.
Orchestra stops a bit, realizing what has happened, and I guess in a moment she's just like, And then she takes the one back.
That was the song played for you, not the old you. You.
She keeps her mask smiling and nods at you. You feel a bond just kind of click and connect between you and her.
Illyria,
yeah.
Illyria reaches down, and she is going to she's going to take the item that she got from Doc Mac's shop.
Oh yeah?
She's going to reach up and attach it to her own face. Her old mask was something simple. It was a mask bought by a grandmother for a child who during a vacation, she thought it was cute. It was a little bit scary. And she got it because she thought it defined her daughter. That mask she decided to hand away to a friend. In its place, she's going to click in a new mask. This one, empty and expressionless. Fitting of a blank slate, but full of feelings she learned from someone else who wears a blank mask as well. Your mask, you want to send that over?
Yeah, no, I already saw it, because I see gym layer. Fucking, okay. Nice, I see what you had your secret little meeting for, you little fuckers. Give me a moment. I'm gonna put some fucking permissions on this fucking shit. Let's see. And all people can see this. Cool. Oh boy. The room seems to light up a bit. An orchestra plays a song for the two of you. It starts off with a silent remembrance, a bit of sorrow. Again, both of you appreciate that just a little bit. And from the other side, yeah, that sounds good. A voice rings out.
She looks around.
I think this could be a little happier, though. That sounds good, too.
Illyria fucking beams.
She stops and turns around. All right, holy shit, I'm talking.
Illyria kind of nods along. It's nice to hear you.
It's nice to hear me. She kind of looks down. I don't really sound. No, I guess I do sound like this.
She looks. It's perfect.
Yeah,
that's right. Illyria thinks about how fucking fitting this is.
Yeah. Orchestra plays her song. A song that, for now, can be sung for both of you.
Aww. Well,
I haven't to say, but thank you.
You don't have to say anything. You're the one who helped me.
Well, guess that's true.
Illyria's like, I could feel this emotion the entire time she was gesticulating. She's like, her skin crawls, but she honestly missed it.
Oh boy. Yeah. She kind of steps forward and, excuse me. She goes up and gives you another hug.
You're welcome. Yeah. I'm a mess.
I'm a mess.
Nah. I'm a doctor. I can choose if you're a mess or not. You're prescribed non-mess.
Nice. She kind of leans back a little bit kind of gesturing calmly next to the fake.
Yeah.
And she kind of sits again. There's so much I wanted to talk to you about, and at the same time, I feel like you just kind of get it. So, do you have any questions?
She shakes her head. No, I'm kind of at a loss for words, to be honest.
Yeah, I am too. What a mask.
She like looks down. I'm just I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
Well, guess we all have our parts to play.
Yep. I'm gonna go inside of there. Quite frankly, I think I need to. I feel like I could be destroyed by a little feather right now.
She looks down at herself. Well, she hands over one of the potions.
Oh, she kind of stops and looks at the potion. Is immediately like, she kind of pulls it up and taps it against her mask, and then, okay, hang on a second. She pulls at her mask a bit, and brings it down for a moment, and she takes, well, you see nothing beyond that mask. She kind of just chugs the liquid down the nothing hole down her neck, puts the mask back on, and then it's just like, oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, it tastes awful. I'm so sorry. It's really bad. I'm so sorry that's the first thing you tasted. That's awful.
Jeez. It just fell right through me, soaking into my pants leg.
But you should feel a little bit better.
She thinks a bit. I feel like I should be feeling pain right now.
You should be. Also.
I don't. She thinks a little bit. Yeah, Lear, you don't feel any pain. Don't know how if that's gonna... She kind of thinks a little bit. Thank you.
I feel like I'm being patronized slightly, but the effort is appreciated.
You kind of feel some of... You kind of feel a bit of something better coming from Orchestra. You're not feather weak again. Okay, I don't feel the medicine part. But I'm slurping on that magic a little bit. Feels really good.
Yeah, I'm well read enough to take a guess at what's happening with you right now.
Really? Because I have no idea.
Well, honestly, I thought that you'd be answering my questions, but I can actually help out here. She crosses her hands for a second. So, welcome to existence. She motions around. I have no idea what that means.
I don't either. But she kind of thinks a little bit. She kind of turns over to the doll beside her. At least I'm not trapped by that thing anymore, but I'm going to pretend like I am for now.
She smiles.
My strength a little bit.
And then, like, she puts a hand on your shoulder again. Honestly, if there's anything we have to thank this place for, it's that.
Yeah. She kind of stops a bit. Really, though. She kind of turns over to the thing again. See, it's that bastard.
I mean, you couldn't be you, really, without that, so...
Well, yeah, but I couldn't be me without that, too. I mean,
not anymore, though.
Not anymore, though. She kind of smiles again. Yeah, he put that up. It's like a little mine. I go near it and I feel more of myself disappear. At least I did, but I don't need that anymore.
Because that's not you anymore.
Nope. She stops and looks. I hope she's doing okay. Poor thing.
I'll try to make sure of it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I feel like you're patronizing me again.
That's the secret. I've always been patronizing you just a little
I'm
bit.
aware.
She stops and then just kind of like...
She's Illyria's fucking beaming. Glad to have you back.
Glad to have me back, too, for the first time. You have a good day now.
Illyria starts fucking tearing up at her again.
Aw, she kind of steps up and then gives you a hug again. Come on now. Good job,
time,
Doctor.
Don't call me that. I didn't get my fucking license.
Thank you, Miss Quack.
Shut up! Illyria fucking stumbles back. Rubbing her stupid eyes. You better act super well if you God, I'm gonna be really mad.
Mm-hmm. She kind of smiles. Again, that's all she can really do right now. And, don't, after all this, you go off and get yourself killed. I'll be really angry.
Yeah, I am not gonna give up again either.
Mm-hmm. Good. She steps behind. Best get out of here now.
I'm going. I'm gonna get chewed out so bad.
You take your steps out and begin going. Let's take one more break before that final scene.
Orchestra, if she looks at the music box, she'll notice that at the start of that, the song that was played, the one that Orchestra conducted for her was Your Friend Illyria. This time, the title of the song is Your Friend Orchestra.
Aww. That's so sweet. Love these two.
Fuck her. I love her. She's insufferable. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
That's the secret. I was always patronizing. You shut up!
Yeah.
Idiot! I don't... Welcome to dumb crying baby Illyria.
Yeah. All right, I'm renaming that song theme for Orchid and Illyria and putting that up here at the very top. There we go. Fantastic. Good job.
That scene, God, yeah. I had enough time to recover, and then talking to Orchestra afterwards was like, yes, I am fully recovered. But that scene was so goddamn cool. That was I was fucking crying in the moment of like the holy shit, this is the fucking 9 Lives Blade Works moment.
Yeah.
Like that was the VN moment of like, yeah, we're turning it around.
Mm-hmm. You got your moment. I didn't know it was gonna happen, but it felt like it should have.
Yeah.
Because of the realization you came in with. I thought something like that could happen, but I didn't know how.
Fucking
track name, by the way, for Endless 9 for this game.
Yeah.
Gotta kill a bug.
I'm excited for fucking Illyria Testudo to Pokemon Battle Ilman.
I've done nothing wrong. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Kill him. Illyria has a new theory for what she's gonna do. And she had her fucking I actually like Kotomine Kirei moment in this session of like, unfortunately, I kind of like this place.
Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, boy. I'm excited for this last scene. It's going to be fun.
She's going to talk to Horace.
Yep. Oh, man. This session has been a fucking banger. I'm having fun.
I'm feeling things. Feeling things. So presumably there are 2 sessions left after this?
Yeah, generally. There might be a third
like
one
a come down, yeah.
Yeah, it might be the thing where, depending on what happens, the finale might need its own session, which will also be tied into the,
the final day.
The final day. That all depends on what you do.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. 2 to 3 more sessions max. Because this was definitely an added-on session.
Yeah.
Because of the way things were going that I felt was necessary. And yeah, it's good.
She's still gotta meet more characters.
Yay, people like the clownch. Oh, look at that later, though.
I do like the clownch.
I do like the clownch. I like the clownch.
Clownch is good.
Which is good. Good clownch.
Did you just fucking purchase yourself another character in Indigo that I like a lot?
Yes, I did.
You might have.
I think I might have, my friend.
I think that might be occurring.
I think it might be occurring.
Christian plays every legend in the game. Orbis talks and it's just you.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Another?
Hello, I am the spirits. I am the spirits.
It is me, the spirits. Oh, fucking God. I'm happy with the Endless 9 moment. I'm very, very happy with the Endless 9 moment.
Yeah. Oh, can I get schooled on lore? Maybe. We'll figure that out. Doesn't matter right now, because this is a weird place to be in for anything, but yeah. Oh,
it's like for Fate Go terminology, you just registered Orchid's Saint Graph to the Throne of Heroes.
Yeah. Basically. Let me go make sure everything's okay in the diner too. Good old diner. Yeah, I deleted Red Diner, so I'll have to add it back. That's easy enough.
God, Orchid's gonna be if Legend are built on, almost Rousing God rules, where the more and more and more people worship and know about them, the stronger they are, she is going to be so tremendously weak.
I know! That's so exciting!
1 HP!
Baby!
Dies if the fucking wind blows on her.
No, literally, I was thinking about because I don't want to get into things yet, but I was thinking about that, where
Zenith could be a really fucking strong one, and I just don't know, honestly.
It's just
because the concept of plague is that's a lot. If there was some myth or if there was some mythical creature or legend about something that spread it, I bet that should be strong as fuck.
Yeah, probably would be. All right, let's see.
In which case, fuck me. I'm dead.
Okay. I think Zenith's pretty neat.
I think Zenith is fucking awesome. The question is simply, God.
Mm-hmm. You called? No. I'm excited. Let's see. I gotta turn off the lighting on this just a little bit because I'm having trouble seeing. But there we go.
Oh my God.
Okay, cool. I wish my friend was God. All right, let's see. Nice. Okay, all the stuff is there it is. God, I love that mask. She's fucking scary. I love her.
Yeah, she's yeah. Thank you, mask. That was fucking excellent.
Looking like a UHS boss motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking monster-ass monster. Worth every single memory I traded to Doc Mech.
Absolutely.
It's cool. Doc Mech and Taka are friends now.
No, never mind, it wasn't. It's not the kind of friend Taka needs.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Doc Mech is chill.
Doc Mech is also someone who will absolutely have people that trust him run around and do dangerous shit.
That makes
so
sense.
I don't think that's good mix right there. Yeah, I'll do anything you ask. Oh, really?
No, it wasn't his Bond gift. It was the flower shop one. It was the one that makes you antisocial, which is perfect for Doc Mech.
That's fair, yeah.
The Bond is my Bond level is what makes Taka do stuff for me. Doc Mech got a gift that makes it so he is good at avoiding people and telling you to fuck off. And when he fails at making you fuck off, he gets to heal. I just gave Doc Mac something that is perfect for him.
Fair, you know what? That's super fair.
And I also gave him some elephant back.
Man, I miss Zenith. Where's my boy? All right. Let me just pop that down and then get another one set up, because when this happens, and I need to be ready for that. Shut it up a bit. Yes, mask, so.
I'm gonna use the bathroom one last time.
Okay, yeah. Also, Illyria's new mask very much completes her looking like a gray. She looks like an FBI secret facility alien now, and I'm happy with that. Though I do also have to say the spider lily on top of the design, very nice, very good touch. So she's just been fucking collecting like cosmetic items like this is a real like fucking collectathon fucking game. Can't wait for her to get the super cozy sweater design and run in with the fucking flower, the alien mask, grandma's cozy sweater, fucking fighting the final boss with her +12 greatsword.
Cool. I just realized something. Hold on. I gotta secret HQ.
Okay.
I gotta DM the Indigo GMs.
I'll be here. What do I play while I wait? Oh, I know what I'll play.
Yeah, no, that's a fun outcome to all this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready.
Alrighty.
Oh. How is there more session?
Oh, you'll see.
Ah!
Alrighty, ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm afraid because I'm at the highest high. I have so much to lose.
Use that power. Just come on inside the diner.
Okay.
And you just drop him down. You walk in and you see sitting in a booth. Yo, Illyria! How's your day?
Is there supposed to be a second one of me in front of him?
Yes, no. Yo, Illyria, how are you doing? He says, talking to you this time. No.
Yeah, no, like, here's the thing about this game. It is weird enough that shit could be happening.
Absolutely.
Illyria.
No, if that was the case, it would have probably been an older version of you with a different mask for the symbols.
You're right. Yeah, no, you're so fucking right.
But no, in this case, yo, Illyria.
She waves. Hey,
Oh shit! Nice mask! Haha!
Thank you. It's really scary.
He kind of thinks a bit. Should a dumb, sensitive guy like me be allowed to curse? Is that illegal?
No, I don't think so. I'm learning how to curse too, honestly.
Really? Tell me your best curse.
Fuck.
Oh, that's just great, honestly.
He, this last week's been a lot, and I think it's loosened me up by mostly shaking the living shit out of me.
I could feel that. He kind of thinks a bit. Well, guess we should talk then, shouldn't we?
That'd be nice. It'd be really nice to talk.
He kind of leans back on the chair, and in that moment, you feel reality peeled away once more. The veneer of this place fading off into what it has always been and will continue to be. Let me just. Bam.
She relaxes. She seems like she's tired again, but it's a different kind of tired. Her voice is all crinkly from crying. She's been crying all day. Good lord, she's been crying. But she seems extremely relieved. Thank you for all of this.
No problem. After all, it was necessary, I think. You know? For you, not for any outside purpose, but I guess for me too.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I did need this. Of course, I'd love it if that could work towards some higher purpose, but at the same time...
He kind of smiles. Even if it can't, I'm happy to know at least it did good for you.
It, did wonders. She taps the side of her head. Fixed a lot of those contradictions. Still wrestling with the worst of all of them.
Oh yeah? Which one was that?
You sure you want to know?
He kind of thinks about that. Maybe not yet, actually.
It's nothing big or dramatic. It just, she fidgets.
Oh,
you might think less of me afterwards.
No way.
Well, a huge part of me, I've been fighting against it all along, but a huge part of me actually, likes this place. And, yeah, you go.
He actually beams at that.
And, part of me too likes Zenith. And the scenario, and
you've lost me a bit with that one, but I agree.
That's the point that I thought you were gonna. She trails off. No, at the start of today, I thought it was just because I'm useful here, like I can accomplish things, I can do things. But no, it's not actually just that. This place had a lot of love put into it. I'm starting to see that now.
He smiles. I'd like to show you around. I wanted you to see this place and try to figure out yourself and maybe, hopefully, figure out about it. And I think you did. So, if you'd like, he kind of scoots out of the booth and puts a hand forward. Would you like to see more?
She graciously takes it.
She pulls you up. And as you step and he pulls you back, he kind of stumbles back. It almost seems to disappear. And then, as you're still just kind of standing there in that moment, you think you see something else from the corner of your eye as drifting from the side. Come on, let's go to the door.
Oh, there you are.
He kind of shifts almost, moving with some form of formless nature. He seems to, well, if you had to say what the perfect stagehand would look like, this is it. No real form, completely almost like not unremarkable, but more of just non-existent, you could say.
So not so unnotable, he becomes notable.
Exactly. Just like that. And with that, he kind of stops and holds the door, and you notice a glimmer from outside. Let me show you my home.
Oh.
You feel yourself drift You step outside, and you, for the first time, you see what the stage looks like behind the scenes. When the lights are off, when all the actors are no longer being played, the strings are cut, and Indigo, the stage, have become one.
Wow. She looks out and around.
You notice he kind of steps forward, and he points in the direction of the river, which now seems to glow resplendent blue that seems to reflect brighter than the moon would. And it almost seems to take on a lively color. It is life itself in some ways. It fills your heart with pleasant experiences, honestly.
She looks out. Honestly, it's gorgeous.
It is. This is the place that, well, it is to some degree a land that I woke up in. It is a home and a cage.
She looks out over the the water. Are you happy doing this?
Yes, actually, really happy. He kind of seems to like shift onto the wall and then hop down and like move up on the pier a bit and places. Oh wait, let me switch your mask real quick.
Oh yeah, of course.
I didn't even realize that was the case. There we go.
Thank you. God, it's got such a different vibe.
It does. You step over and stand on the pier, and a nice, pleasant smell of a river kind of shifts up, but there's almost like a bit of like, it's exaggerated. It's like blueberry pie in this place. It's so fake, yet so sweet. He kind of holds himself there, and a form seeming to drift upon the handles of the place without actually being able to go past it. This is, honestly... He kind of thinks. At first I didn't, but I didn't feel anything at first. I was, Zenith was the only one who came into this thing with a personality, if I'm being honest. He was all the things that were meant to be hated. At the very least. But I was... He kind of shifts his body around. What do you think of when you see me?
She looks at Horace, and the initial thought was, once again, more or less what you said earlier, the perfect stagehand. Somebody who can blend into the background almost perfectly. In fact, case in point, his form almost blends in perfectly with the dock. She looks back at the fakeness of it all, and then looks back at him and smiles. Well, when I see you, I see someone who is able to, how do I put this well? In a non-insulting way, huh? She turns it over in her head a few times. You seem like a person who is able to fabricate and slip into whatever skin you want. And motions out to the fake landscape. A lot of people would look at this and say it's grotesque or disgusting based on the fact that it's an imitation. She shakes her head. I think I'm learning that wearing a mask as your face doesn't decrease the legitimacy of those feelings.
He kind of reaches up. You notice his broken, shattered mask, many different pieces of porcelain that have been remade into something for him. Shifting ever vibrantly upon his expression, kind of floating in their own ways, but all sticking into the general form in front of you.
She motions back to the ocean. This ocean's beautiful because you've made something beautiful. And, same way, Horace is beautiful because you've made him beautiful.
He kind of sits there and looks. I'm glad. After all, Horace himself was, well, Horace is the... You said it yourself. I'm someone who slips into multiple different beings. Whatever is necessary, whatever is most appropriate for the situation. I play many parts. I am the puppet master, after all. I pull the strings. I do what is necessary. Horace...
That doesn't make any of those puppets any less you, though. She points.
No, I would disagree there.
Really?
Yeah. None of them stuck. But Horus did. Because all of those puppets I pull, all of the strings I create, they're all things that must exist. Things that are a part of this place. I twist them around and move them. And then I let them go and stop. There was no need to think. I just acted upon whatever I found inside of them. But Horus, he required something else. There was no Horus. Horus didn't exist. When we pulled Beatrice inside, he was missing. There was someone who was missing. Someone who was so important that, well, it was impossible to replicate her existence in this place without it. And unfortunately, we had no puppet to pull, no strings to attach to any sort of part or working piece of memory I could pull from her head. So we made it up. We made it up off of what that person would have meant to her, how that would have changed her, and all of that.
Who guessed? Who was the one that thought there's this blank space missing? I better fill it in.
Well, it was. He kind of thinks a bit. I noticed it was a blank space. Though I must say that it was a group effort. I can't say that I, at any point, had the creativity or ability to make up a person. Since then, he kind of like shifts a bit, and you notice that the smoky form seems to drift back and become Horus, a blue sash hanging from his neck. Well, I like him a lot. He's really fun. He taught me something, I think. I had to learn how to be someone to play him. It was method acting, if anything. And though that might be dangerous for someone who has, emotions they'd like to keep, a person that they'd like to hold, for me, I appreciate it. I grew to appreciate and love Horus for his, he kind of gestures with his physical hands. Kindness? No, stupidity? I wish I don't know.
Dumb jock energy.
Yeah. He kind of nods and gives you a thumb up. And I realized that the thing that was missing most from Beatrice's life was the person who taught her to help others, I suppose. The person that gave her her sensitivity, her calmness, her kindness. So I had to embrace that. And I felt like, to a degree, I became someone. And I saw you, and I felt sympathy, I suppose. After I saw you break that, well, you brought the color back to the stage. He kind of gestures off to the blue. Blue. Something you kind of pick up on now. There's so little blue outside on the stage. It's such a small thing, but you realize it. You shifted off away from that apple pie, and the moment you went back, it turned into something blue.
Yeah.
All of this back here finally drifting out slowly back to the front stage. Myself feeling a bit of hope as well. And I'm glad you found yourself. I'm glad you like this place. I was honestly afraid you wouldn't. Kind of leans up against the pier a bit. I want to see this place continue. I mean, of course I do. I don't want to die after all.
Are you, you're bound here then?
I am fake. Again, I don't think that's a problem.
No.
But certainly I feel myself and my heart beating along with this place. I feel myself in the water, in the streets, all around here. He kind of stops and starts walking, heading down the pier. It is, in all ways, this place. It is a home and a prison, and the only thing I can appreciate from Zenith is the fact that he wants to see it grow as well. Though I'd say I disagree with how I want it to grow. He stops, and you find yourself walking across this spot. You move past and move past, or you see that invisible door up ahead, and you start moving past it again as... Yeah, Nick dropped it. And move you over. He takes steps with you down the pier.
Well, parts of this place are disgusting and cruel. Are they necessary to it?
I don't think so. Just as a sense of hopelessness was not unnecessary, you broke that and proved that. I'd always thought it wouldn't be. And so? He kind of stops a bit. I wonder what would happen if a little more broke. Kind of steps up. If Zenith were to fall apart, so too would the evil of this world. So too would that regret. Though
she thinks about that.
He thinks about it too. There seems to be something that he doesn't buy about that. At least, it would not be able to act upon the form this place takes. He kind of gestures around and you see people frozen, kind of left in a status form.
I think, you said that. Destroying Zenith. She looks back out over the fake, fake blue water. I don't think that's really the problem. I think any good world or any good work does have evil in it. I think the only problem here is it's just a little out of whack.
I think so. I think he's a little too powerful. Needs to get kind of checked a bit. A lot of pessimism in him. I think, I'd like to bring him down a peg. Knock him back. Ideally, I see something very nice. I would like to change this place. This spot only exists because this city was wounded. It allowed something to wake up. He kind of stops dancing around that subject a bit, and then kind of moves. I want to make people happy. Fake or real, I don't think it makes a difference. I want to see people happy. To do that, I need to grow this place. To do that, we all do. And in that sense, I was happy to try my best to play my part. Say hi to Beatrice, who I love so much. Say hello and help out with Taka. Jump around and... there's a lot of people here. A lot of people you haven't met yet. But I think you've seen the most. The things I care about the most. And I'd like to spread that more. I'd like to care about more. I'd like to help more. And so, I'd like to see this place expand and grow. I'd like to see it open up, and I'd like to offer my hands to people. I guess like a doctor? I don't know.
She's going along with this to a degree.
And so, that's my goal, I suppose. I would like to see Zenith checked. I had thought of it one day. The idea of what would happen if... Well, what if this day was repeated again and again, but changed slightly? The first day here was peaceful. There was only a patient zero. Zenith was one soul. One singular being. No more than a house could he spread. And of course, the plague goes out, and he must spread further. But what if that wasn't the case? What if I could, stop that? As I've repeated today, it isn't with my power to do so when he agrees. Though, at the same time, I could, a first day that goes on forever, yet changed, to mimic the passage of time, to mimic life. It would be fake, but it would help people grow and be happy. There's so much unhappiness in this city right now, and I'd love to, perchance, offer an escape to that.
She looks out
from our damnable neighbors.
She looks out over the water. Well, I don't think that's too bad a goal. However, there is issues with it, of course. A A day one that repeats again and again and again, or a day zero that repeats endlessly.
Well,
it sounds nice before the shoe drops. Just living in that moment forever. But, I think people need to be able to choose to move on to the next day if they need it.
He kind of thinks a bit. I think you misunderstand. I agree. What I offer is not a day that repeats again. Technically, that would be the case, but much like any performance, it isn't, per se. I change features, the calendar day ticks forward, everyone continues living lives. That which happened on the previous day happens again. Well, happens, not again, but proceeds. We change the script nightly, let them proceed, and it is a life in here. Even though it is the same set, it looks like a different day. Everyone can process as they need, move as they move forward, and in the end, they can live a life here. Away from the constraints of a normal world, where everything is confusing, all the holes are there, and, well, yeah.
She thinks about this reasonably deeply. Well, I kind of lived like that for a really long time, actually. Same day in, day out. Nothing could really get me in my little bubble. I'm going to be honest. I think that's something that some people need. The world's a big, scary place, and sometimes you're not ready for it. And having a place that you could take all the time in the world that you need to get yourself together, that sounds like a dream or a fairy tale. But I think what seems so nightmarish about this place now is very few people chose to be here. And I don't know if they can necessarily leave.
He kind of thinks about that a bit.
So,
I'm afraid that's true. Which is why I need to make it up to them somehow.
If you want to create this dream world, she extends a hand. I'm not going to stop you. Hell, I might even help you, but you need to give people the same the same kindness I'm trying to give them. Give them all the tools that they need to help themselves, meet them halfway, and provide a place for them to spread and grow to. Be symbiotic, not, looks back at the city, parasitic.
He kind of thinks, some germs can be helpful. Some bacteria assist the body.
Of course.
That's what I want to be.
Some nightmares can help people. She pats him on the shoulder. Just give them the chance to wake up if they need it, okay?
He kind of thinks, would that truly be fair to them, though? Is that okay? Wouldn't that be letting them go back to a world that will treat them poorly?
Of course. She grins back. But, well, if it's something that they chose for themselves, you've got to honor that. A good doctor doesn't just, a good doctor doesn't come in and, tell the patient what's wrong with them. They listen. They hear the patient, and then they come up with a diagnosis that will help them based on their professional opinion. If you ignore your patient's desires and your wishes, you're not a very good doctor at all.
That's true. Though, that was the nature of the doors, wasn't it?
A choice.
A choice.
But not presented as one, no.
Oh, he kind of stops a bit. This place, to a certain degree, it needs those people to grow. Though, I worry that... he stops a bit. I'm afraid I wish I could just be so selfless. I I'm a little selfish after all, but I don't think I shouldn't have the right to be. A fairy tale's a fairy tale, but I don't think it doesn't have to be considered worthless. It doesn't have to be a pipe dream. And just because I'm fake doesn't mean I don't deserve to live. Even
She looks back out over the water. Thinks pretty deeply. Well, if you are fake, and if you made Horace, of course with the help of everybody here, but you're the one who asked to embody him. Why not do that again?
What do you mean?
This place is missing someone. It's missing someone wise, just, and kind. Someone capable of directing this place not with malice, but with a stupid energy, I guess. She motions with her hand. Your emotions that you have from Horace are honestly delightful. But they're as simple and straightforward as Horace himself. I think if you choose to embody more people here, choose to embrace more of their struggles, their suffering, you'll start to understand their perspective a little bit more. Sure, some people need this place. She motions around. Horace might, Beatrice might, but not everybody in here does. And you do deserve to exist, just the same. But so do those people. And I think if you live as one of them, you might understand that. So she pulls out from her doctor's bag, actually, like, pretty much like mortar and pestle, and actually grinds up something really quick. And then she horrifyingly draws a chalk outline on the ground. It looks terrifying out of context, but she motions. You're more capable than anyone else of just slipping into any role or any shape. So, why not experience life as the people here do? Not just as Horace, not as a puppet either, but come up with a new character, and do it again and again and again and again. If you experience a multitude of different perspectives, I think you'll realize that the world is not just scary. And there are people, of course, who deserve to go back.
There's something that holds himself just a little bit more, and he kind of stops. You're very right. And I can't keep lying to you anymore. Since if it was all that easy, I feel like it could just get it done with. Indigo's new great therapy spot. The wondrous, he thinks a bit. The wondrous Alvier retreat. Come in and find your greatest pleasures in this fantastic spot and find yourself, removed from all the horrors, but he kind of thinks a bit. One night. That would imply that this place is only a positive place, or could exist without causing suffering. As much as I want to make it like that, I do that to spite it itself. At the core of this is a place built on by regret. Even my own actions are carried by regret. My desire to give back to those that I've ripped away from life and give them something pleasant. At the core of this place, the very seed, the roots in which it grows on. At its core, it is sadness, I suppose. No, more than that. Obsession. Obsession about the past. Obsession about fixing it. Fixing things. A good fit to grab those who felt lost, who felt holes forming inside of them, but a bad fit to fix them. It's what I want so desperately to change, but at the core of it, the doctor is still here.
She looks back over at the clubhouse. Does it all extend from him?
Every ounce of it. Even Zenith, just a personification of a scared doctor's idea of what a plague is. A villain. Something that spread and kills without any knowledge. An easy way to look at it, I suppose. And he kind of stops a bit. All of us parts. Poor orchestra.
Illyria opens and closes her mouth without saying a word. She looks over to Horace. And that, I can't say I've encountered regret strong enough to make all of this move. Unbelievable.
Kind of shifts back.
But, you're required to give form to that regret to a certain degree. You're required to make sense of it, fill missing holes.
For if the regret were to fade, if that were to happen, then at the end of the day, the doctor would pass on, which is a good thing. It's what Orchestra wants. But it's not what I want.
Thinks about... She turns over in her head. I love this so much, but she turns over in her head. Yes, he is saying that's what Heather wants. Meanwhile, Orchestra in the back is fucking, yeah! She's doing mental gymnastics in her head, like trying to comprehend this while keeping a straight face.
Yeah. Well, that's easily because you don't actually have to.
Yeah! And what you want is actually this, since this regret is built on being unable to help people, you naturally want to help people.
Yes. But at the core of it, you see his mask reflect the glint of the water, the blue almost spilling out of it. Illyria, at the core of it, I just don't want to die. I want to help people. I want to keep this place running, though, because regardless of what it is, I like my new identity, but at its core, it all is still fake. So, if I want to live, I want to keep my existence here. If I plan to keep that running off of the suffering of one man, eternally, the very least I can do, I can give to others.
She reaches down and starts to, she starts to pull out different bits of gauze from her bag and actually quickly wraps them all into a ball. And then she holds the ball out to Horace. So, the best way that I can explain this is, this place is a collection of all these intertwined emotions. Regret might be the single thing holding it together, stopping all of these individual ribbons from floating away. But that does not change the fact that these ribbons all exist. Just changes the fact that they exist as a ball right now. She starts to tug at the ball a little bit at a time. If this place does come undone, if you are set free from the regret, that doesn't erase what you are. You just float away, move to someone or something else. The world might seem a big and scary place outside, but I think people are starting to realize this. They're starting to catch every individual strand. Illyria thinks back of going to the country when she was much, much younger. Taking a boat trip out to Feather's Landing, a place that her mother had a station set up. The second you leave the city, when the lights die down, you can look up at the sky, and you can see those spinning colors up above. All of those have been set free, no longer bound to the earth, they're set to dance amidst the heavens. She thinks right now, looking at Horace, she thinks nothing more than about how happy this man would be to exist in a place where he could help more people than those dragged in by that regret. She doesn't know how to say this. She doesn't know how to communicate this to a person who has never seen it. And she stops. And she's going to reach into her pack, and she's finally going to take that orange crush, that memory potion to spread out the image of what the sky looks like.
You do so then. You try in that moment to, in some way, let this figment, let this being that is only ever grabbed from memories, see something for his own outside of his cage.
She stops and, do you want the song? Do you want the song that plays when this shit happens?
Why don't you just give me the song, yeah.
Okay. This is the theme.
I was just thinking about it. And I'll keep playing that other one for a second.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, is it in here? Wait.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, there it is. In Discord, yeah. He stops for a second and holds this potion. And kind of holds himself very firm for a second.
Oh, no, it's a potion I gotta take to externalize it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because we put it in the harp. Yeah, so she's going to externalize it to the environment.
Yeah. At that moment, then, you take off your mask. And I realize there's no Master Scaleria in here.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, you kind of slip it off for a moment, and once more hold it. And you let yourself almost begin to externalize this memory that you're holding. You let it shift into the world. Let me just upload that in there. But as you do, Horace kind of takes a step back and gazes off at the waters in front of him. He sees it. He starts to see, shifting from your body, little strands, little tiny bits of memory just falling off your skin so lightly and floating up into the sky. As it happens, he sees them twist together. There's a bit of silence. Not much for him to say, at least not yet. That's good. That's fine. Because he's perplexed. It's something he's never seen before.
Valyria, she gestures with her hand, almost like letting the last bits from inside of herself dance away. And the fake ocean is suddenly complemented by a very, very real sky.
You notice kind of shifting, he kind of goes off of the pier and almost seems to kind of float in the middle of it, letting his form kind of tangle up amongst the water and staring up at the sky itself. He simply lets it kind of wash over him. He notices those feelings, everything in the sky, and he almost sees it a little different than you. Almost every single strand, every single, aurora that you might see, kind of drifting across and playing across his mind. Something about him, the one who pulls so many strings, the one who can latch on to anything and see it passively. He reaches out, and like so many strings, they cling on, drifting across the sky, as he pulls memories and feelings and so much from them. He doesn't take, though, he simply observes, seeing the world outside of this place.
It's not a phenomenon anybody really understands quite yet, but those that can see it kind of understand. She reaches her hand out and sort of like makes to almost grab at the lights dancing in the air. You look up at that sky and you realize everything that lived, everything that once lived, all exists out there somewhere. Why be just regret? She unclicks the mask and smiles. You could be Horace, or you could be somebody new. Or you could dance with the very concept of happiness itself. You want to be a comforting feeling to everyone? All you have to do is untwine. Go to meet that sky.
Stops and looks up at the sky. And he just kind of thinks about it for a moment. He kind of stops and turns around, and you see the shifting mass looking at you. His single question kind of drifts across. If all of this happens, and I cease to exist as I've known it, will I be up there, do you think?
She smiles. And, like tears welling in her eyes. You'll be up there, and you'll be in the hearts of every single person you ever touched. You'll be able to spread, not just as Horus or just as a stagehand. You'll be able to spread and help anyone that looks up at that sky.
He considers that for a moment.
Because beyond this city, there are 1,000 noble districts. You'll be able to see them all.
He kind of waits a bit. And in that moment, you, once more, probably for the first time with him, you feel something drift out. Your so-called curse once again reaching out and reaching to him. And you feel a sadness complemented by relief. And a sense that, in some way, he can exist without contributing to something he hates. He stops for a moment. He kind of drifts on back to the pier. And as he kind of shifts forward, he steps past, and you notice a form reform right there. And he moves up and claps you on the shoulder. I think I'd be happy with that, actually. But you gotta stops. One condition, of course.
She smiles, puts the mask back on, of course.
If I go off into the starry night, Horus of the skies, he kind of gestures a bit half-heartedly. I would like to leave something behind. Something physical. Because while I can look to the skies and be there for everyone, I can't choose who I'm going to be there for. And that's fine with me. I don't mind. I want to help everyone or anyone I can, but there's one person I would very much like to help, for sure. Did you perchance happen to make me that music box?
What you call it? Oh boy, is she gonna do it? Yeah, you know what? She's gonna fucking do it. Sorry, orchestra, you don't need the old music box anymore. She, oh boy. She is, yeah, no, she reaches down. Actually, yeah, one of my friends used to be deeply tied to this one, but she's free now. She reaches down and is going to hand over Orchestra's old music box.
He grabs it, and in that moment, he's gonna... Let me check something real quick. He holds it in his hand, and gazes at it and kind of like inspects it a little bit. How do I do this? He kind of like thinks a bit, shuffles it around in his hands a bit. Damn, you know how these things? Can you help me with this? I have no idea how these work. They just look nice.
Please be careful with it. She's tearing up again. She's holding the music box. It's not. That was very important to someone dear to me.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, but she presses it against him. This is yours now. This saved a person. Maybe it can save you too.
He kind of smiles. It's not for me. He pulls up his string, and drifting out of nowhere, a little conductor's wand appears. It's not the same as orchestras. I can't, I'm not the best at music, but, she's been playing this one. He reaches and kind of conducts a tiny little song, tapping against the music box, and holds it firm. I'm glad you made this. Anything I make will probably disappear along with this place.
She looks down at the music box. Like I said, I didn't make this one. I just freed someone else from it.
Yes. He kind of nods his head a bit. All right then. Well, he kind of like holds it in his hands. Good. He thinks about it real quick, and then you see resolve is restored to his face, and you feel any last bits of regret, or mostly fear, kind of shatter as Horace feels confident again.
Oh.
Yes. I'm ready to do what's right, are you?
Finally, yes.
He stops. Then, okay. He kind of holds it in his hands, and he kind of puts it up against the edge there and cranks it. And emerging from the song, when I go, I think that even if I was fake, Beatrice will probably miss me. So, this, a combination of us together, let's give that to her. I'll hand it off, and she'll be able to remember this much. I think she's strong. I think she can do it.
Illyria takes the music box.
He nods his head. Thank you, Illyria. I don't regret a thing. He puts the box back on and hands it off. And then he kind of pulls it back to himself. I think I want to give this one.
It's... Of course.
He nods his head. Let's go. You're spending over the night.
Yeah, let's go.
He gives you a good pat on the shoulder, and with that, you both depart right to the shop just across from you, where little bee sits in her nest and sleeps, silently unaware of the future that this delusion is about to take.
Illyria spends the rest of the night sobbing, just FYI.
Yo, same. Yeah, but with that, the night comes to a close. Good job, Jay. Good job, Jay. Good job, Jay.
Horace, you fuck! Holy shit. That hurt me in ways. So, Horace's shit is like my ultra kryptonite. That is, that the whole like, do I deserve to exist thing? It's like, Horus and Orchestra both are like the like Illyria said it very early, like, yeah, I guess I identified most with the broken people here. She meant those two. And like that is just my biases shining through, I'm gonna be real. But like
that's I don't think there's a game that it's more legal for you to be allowed to do that.
The part where like I am full on crying. The part where I'm like, yeah, there's a thousand noble districts here, and you can see all of them. It's like the no.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Jay, man,
Holy
cut the recording. We're just gonna be crying. It's fine. We don't need people to see this.